one of the homies got into a situation, and I got to witness the whole situation play out, and how it played out wasn't right. So, and I was just like, I got choices. So my cousin called me, told me to take a ride with him somewhere. So I ride with him, and we go to this recruiting office, and I'm like, man, I'm not going in there. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to fight nobody war, bro. You tripping? I'm standing in the car. So, but Buddy was like, my cousin was like, nah, come with me. So I go in there, and the dude asked us this one question, and it just basically just changed everything in my life. He just said, where you see yourself at 5 years from now? Now, the day before, I just seen my homie go through what he went through. You know, I'm doing my little thing in the street, but you know, when you doing it in the street, you ain't making it about an hour. You feel me? You making it as it come.
Right.
So, you know, it ain't really coming like that. So it's just like, and he was like, where you see yourself at 5 years from now? And I was like, dead in jail or still with this nigga. And
that's what you told him?
That's what I told him. And I was like, after
being
that,
real,
he was
though.
being 100% honest.
Being real.
yeah, like, and after that, I was just like, yo, tell me everything. I'm like, those are my choices. Like, tell me like, that's how I felt. Like, damn, that's how I really feel. Like, you know, you say something not even thinking it. And I was like, yeah, those are my choices, man. You know what? I want to do something else. Tell me everything. And he told me, I said, tell me the good, tell me the bad, tell me all that. Don't hold nothing back, you feel me? Because I ain't got nothing else I want to. I'm like, I just got to get out of here. Because I had played football. I had a scholarship to Kentucky State to play football. And I really didn't like college.
Well, what position did you play?
I played defense. I played strong safety.
Okay.
I like to hit people. You know, because I got hit one time. I had got hit one time, and I just never wanted to play offense again after that.
Oh.
Because, like, that's just different. You know, everybody want to be a receiver.
Yeah.
Nah, not me.
You wanted to ram him down to the ground.
Yeah, I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what was my thing. Then, you know, after that. So even when I was in the military, I played football for the military.
No,
But
okay.
Did you want to ram him down because you was like the fourth black person in that school?
No.
You could make him feel how you feel.
But now when I start going to school, when I start playing football, I'm at another school. It's called Bryan Station. Now, Bryan Station High School, that's where I graduated from, is in Kentucky. But I played on the Carroll City team too. But like it was that school that high school was the hood school. So Bryan Station was the hood school. So it was like that's where we was at.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it was on the north side of town, and that's where we was at.
So you had to learn how to ball.
Well, yeah, I had to learn how to play basketball. So once I learned how to play basketball, it was a wrap. But I always considered myself my whole life like a popular loner because I've always moved around so much, and I never really got nowhere to really get roots. So it's like I've always been like a popular loner. So people know me, but they don't really, you know, I ain't never really get close to people like that. So like I don't have a clique of people or like a whole big crew of people that's always around me. But I just know a lot of people from
Right. You got I see you got like
around.
you know, you keep your net like close, and you supposed to, you know what I mean? Because you never know who's trying to infiltrate, who's trying to, you know, even speaking about that, I was listening to something where they were saying that the homie Bobby Schmurder, you know, he's out. We happy that Bobby is out, you know, and it's a blessing that this brother is out. And they said that one of the girls that was with him is one of Tekashi chicks. You know what I'm saying? They think he might be trying to set him up and whatnot. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that'd be a bad rule for him. But he don't know who's really around him. He's been gone for so long, and he says there's no brothers around him. So a lot of Dominican folks around him. So it was like no black folks around him at all. You know what I'm saying?
Getting set up. Well, they was trying to get him to drink.
Yeah, they was trying to get him to drink too
like,
when he came out. So they trying to get him effed up
because
he can't drink,
when
unfortunately.
he was in jail, you know, and 6ix9ine was on top making him hits in the billboards and everything like that. He was rocking with him. He even did a track from jail.
Right.
And he was repping the whole GS9.
Man,
but I don't know how they gonna click with the snitching. You know what I'm saying?
everybody was cool with him until, you know what I'm saying, he did that, other than the people that was beefing with him.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, man, I mean,
Bobby held it down and didn't snitch. He didn't say a word.
He was a true soldier.
He deserves.
He actually took extra time
because
so his homie could get out.
Roddy
with him.
Rebel.
Yeah.
You know, he could have been like, nah, yo, Roddy.
That's a stand-up dude.
Stand-up dude. That's the dude you want in your clique. Now, everybody around him, you can't say the same. I mean, that's maybe Roddy, and that's maybe, you know, we don't know the.
But that's something. But that's something that I had to learn too. Like, just the people you keep around you. Like, man, because, like, when I first came back home, like, when I came home, I got all my little homies with me. You feel me? And I don't know what all my little homies been into, but I've just got them all with me. And, you know, it's like 30, 40 of us everywhere we go. It's just deep, like, just ridiculously deep. And it's just like you don't know what everybody's intentions is, and you never know. Like, one thing about people is they never tell you when they got pressure. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people get caught up in other people's pressure just because they be with them, and it don't necessarily got nothing to do with them. And that's one of them things where I realize that's why my circle be so tight, and it just be like you won't really see me hanging with a lot of people. It's not that I don't rock with people. It's just that, you know, I just learned to keep my circle of my, like, you know what I'm saying, my intimate friends. I like to keep them close and keep it small, whereas I rock with everybody, though. Like, I got a radio station. I promote other people.
Listen, it's the best thing to do. And I want to get into that, and I'm going to talk about that part right here on Behind Backstage. We have a part of the show where we talk about networking, and that's something we're going to get into, like with you and how you've been able to connect with all these people. You got, you know, I mean, how you got Papa Zoe Management, you know, you got Miss Dixon, you got a lot of great people that's around you. That's like when you came here and did the interview with Wild Man Teddy T, you know what I'm saying? Like he said he saw you a year ago, you know, and then he was great. He was happy to see that you progressed to where you are now.
Because what a lot of people don't know is I came back home in 2016, and when I came back home, I had a Lexus IS 250 and a trash bag full of clothes, like literally, and I probably had a little bread, probably like maybe 10, 12 bands. And that's
you know, that's a lot to come home to. You know what I mean?
But this is like, I'm fresh out the military, and I'm like, yo, I'm doing this music. I don't care. That's all I want to do with my life. I don't want to do nothing else but music. So, I'm talking about the day I got out the military, I got Zoe tattooed on my hands. So it's one of them situations where, like, I can't get a federal job with a tattoo right here on my hand. So it's like,
it's a wrap.
I can't look backwards. So it's like I gave myself no other option but to make this work.
It's all or nothing, right?
Yeah, so in the beginning, man, like, for real, I used to sleep in my car. I slept on my brother's couch till he kicked me out. Slept on my daddy's couch. I slept on the bench. I don't want nobody.
You did what you needed to do.
Yeah, like, it wasn't no overnight situation. It's like, this is, like I said, 2016 is when I came home. A knocker. When I first came home, like, literally, I touched down. The first place I came to was South Beach. Right. So my brothers is on South Beach. I go see my brothers on South Beach. Our homegirl, Naya, say, yo, this is my homegirl. You should talk to her. She do music. I had a CD, Walmart, and the little rapper with the macaron and all that. I walk up to her. I say, yo, check me out. She say, what the hell is this? And I was like, yo, this is my new tape. You need to listen to it. It's hard. She was like, is it copyrighted? Is it encoded? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that? And I was like, nah, but fuck all that. Just listen to it. You feel me? She was like, well, you ain't gonna make no money off of this. She said, when you get your stuff together, holla at me and we could talk. So then, let's say like 2 years go by. You know what I'm saying? I'm always been a sponge. I'm always gonna listen to game. You know what I'm saying? 2 years later, I hear her voice on one of my shows at the station. So I run up to the station like, yo, I know this face. This person dissed me. I got to flex on them real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running up to the station. I get to the station. I was like, yo, do you remember me? She was like, nah. So I start reminding her of that night. And she's like, yeah. She's like, what you doing up here? I was like, this is my radio station.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
You like it now.
It on her. Yo, that was some gangster right there. Like, he just dropped it on her like, yo, this is my station.
But it was a more respectable drop.
Yeah, of course. It was very respectable.
Because, like, I said it, but even after I said it, I just want to let you know everything that you told me on the beach, it didn't fall on deaf ears.
Like, real talk.
I took what you said and I ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't really know how I really got to where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I say it's really off the muscle, like soda. Yeah. Like, nobody gave Zoe nothing. I'm talking about I used to be everywhere with my CDs, all over the place. Yeah. Like, passing out free bars, Free Bars 1, Free Bars 2, just giving them out like.
Now, tell us about a time like when you first heard your song played.
Oh, the first time I heard my song played, the first person that ever played my song was this dude named Tone in North Carolina. And he was just like, yo, this is hard. And I was just like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And he sent me a video of him playing it in the club. And I was down here. You know how, people hit you up and say, yo, they play your music and you send them some money. But I was doing that with everybody, bro.
Right.
So that's why I said
you were promoting the way best way you knew how to.
But that's why I said that's why I said, I had a little bit of bread, because once you doing stuff like that, making a CD, studio time, 10 bands is
gone.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like $1.
Yeah, that's
it's gone less than a month.
So, and this dude sent me a video of him playing my song, and I had this song called Gabby. Partner in the kitchen, whipping it up for and a baby. Life is crazy. Don't get lazy. Let them pussy niggas hate me shit. And he was playing it, and people was actually like bouncing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, all right, maybe I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's just sort of, I just went start going crazy hard. And then I had a friend who was doing doing radio. But at this time, I'm still in Virginia, been getting ready to get out. So before I came to the States, before I came home and really started pushing the music, hard body, I paid for my tour in Haiti. Okay. Right, I went on tour in Haiti. I went to Okai, Jacmel.
So you put your own tour together?
Yeah, I put my own tour together.
That's smart.
Like, you go look it up. K1ng Zoe, first time in Haiti. I went out there because I was
for that Gabby. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm telling you, ain't gonna find Gabby.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna find Gabby. Gabby's like I said, Gabby, you gotta go on like some coast to coast mixtapes. Like it's
in the
throwback.
crates.
Yeah, it's just some throwback, because it's like I've been really making music for a minute. I started writing in Afghanistan, so.
Were you always going by K1ng Zoe?
No.
What was one of your other names?
My first rap name was High Tech, till I found out about
Quality.
And High Tech.
Yeah.
And then my name, I had Zoe Boy Fresh. Then it was my regular name, my government name, Gerald Edwards. And then this dude told me, your name is boring. He's like,
what?
Yeah, because I went by my real name. I was like, Gerald Edwards. And he was just like, yo, your name is boring. He's like, and you sound like a politician. More than an artist. So
yeah.
Then I've always been
shout out to my man Mark Edmond.
So and it was just like everybody calls me Zoe because my dad's Haitian. So and King just came about because it's like that's always how my grandma would always beat that into my head. It's like, yo, you're a king, you're a king, you're a king. So I didn't want it to seem like, oh, I'm trying to say I'm the king of all Zoes, because listen, Zoes don't do well with dictatorships. You feel what I'm saying? Just check the history.
Yeah, of course.
But that's why it's K1ng, knowledge of one, no gimmicks. K rule over many till you rule over the most important one. That's myself. So that's why the crown is over the one. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But when I first came out, that's how people took it. It was like, I'm saying I'm king of all the Zoes. And I was just like, nah, man, we don't do well with that. So that's why, I'm not the king of nobody but me and mine.
Right.
But that's why I said it, because it's like, knowledge of one, no gimmicks. Like, I'm not going to be phony with you. I'm not going to I can sit here comfortably and be like, yo, I did struggle.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
It's only normal,
has to
go
through.
Like,
everyone has to go through their trials and tribulations.
Yeah, I have no problem sitting here saying I wore the same pair of Dickies for 2 straight years.
That's
Like,
do what
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
do.
Hey, it
That's
is
the
what it
thing.
is.
That was the grind, though.
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
they want to have it. They want to have it right away.
But
You know what I'm
see,
saying? You
that's
can't
what,
get that
That's
work
what this
that
show
way.
is about. We talk about how they came up
Yeah.
as well, and then going into the networking thing.
Yeah.
But how they came up, because a lot of people don't know. They just think it's just okay. They picked up a mic and there they are the next day.
Yeah,
It
it
don't
don't happen like
understand.
that.
Like, no, because I
You
had
gotta put in that grind.
I had a song called Dirty Haitian, and I was pushing this song like crazy because I just knew it was going to be a hit, because I'm like, used to call me Little Dirty Haitian. Now they just calling me King. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, it was just like, I just felt so real passionate about that song. Like, yo, y'all gotta hear that. That's a statement song. And like, nobody wanted to play it. Like, I'm talking about, bro, no matter how much money I threw at it, nobody really wanted to play it because it was like, they didn't know how the Haitian community would react to it. And I'm like, I'm Haitian, so it's just like, why would it? What you mean? How they gonna react to it? They probably gonna like it because it's the truth. It's not like I'm telling them lies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they didn't want to play that song. So them not playing that song made me just be like, all right, say less. I had a homeboy who was doing like a radio show.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I'm still pushing my music the whole time. And he was just like, and I was just like, yo, we should make a radio station. And I was just like, yo, sound like a good idea.
So that's how you got it. Cause that's one of my questions I was going to ask you. How did you get into radio?
Because nobody would play my song.
That's why you did it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you.
Because I used to sponsor a show. Like, I used to pay for a show, sponsor this show at this radio station called WBKE. It was an internet radio station in Hollywood. Right. And one day I seen WBKE and I was like, K1ng Radio. Ooh, that sounds dope. That's tight. Right? Yeah, so I'm about to give you some free game on radio, right? Everybody listening. So I wanted to make an FM radio station, but FM radio stations are by licenses. You have to get a license and you have to buy a license.
Right.
And if you don't know, just go look it up and see who owns all the licenses. Now, I wanted to call it K1ng Radio, but anything on the west side of the Mississippi is where you can start your radio station with a K. Anything on the east side of the Mississippi has to be started with a W. So that's why I couldn't make K1ng Radio FM. Then it's this thing called the FCC. Total different monster.
Yeah, we know them.
So we went. So that's where it went, and we came up with K1ng Radio. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, what would I want? What if I went somewhere? What would I want? I want them to see me. I want them to hear me. I want to feel like a star. And that's the whole reason, is because people wouldn't play my music. That's it. Like, they wouldn't play me, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that to anybody. So it's like, if people be like, yo, they want their music on our station, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, we gonna promote it, but we don't go through it and just be like, all right,
it's garbage.
Yeah, we don't pick. I put it like, I don't pick and choose the music, because at the end of the day, no one knows what a hit is until the people hear it and they just like it. Exactly. So I give everybody a chance. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you suck. I'm gonna let the fans tell you suck, because you may think I'm hating. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, I'm not even gonna give you the opportunity to say Zoe hating. All right, this is the qualifications to get spun. This is the qualifications to get spun super heavy. I could just let you know right now, if they don't like your song when you spinning it, if you super spin it, they'll probably mess around and like it. Just because of habits.
Because it's so true. We hate these certain songs that get dropped on, you know what I'm saying, 99 Jams or Power 96.
But 2 weeks later, you love it.
But now you like the song. Yeah. You like it because you heard it 1,000 dang going times. So now you like this song. Yeah. You know, that you never enjoyed before.
Ever. Like, for real, I could tell you a bunch of songs. Like, and that's how I know, like, and that's one of the things is like, that's like, I didn't, because I seen how people was just like not wanting to play my song. You know what I'm saying? And I just like, yo, I don't ever want nobody to feel like that. Because I know, like, that's hard.
It hurts.
It hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, yo, you don't, like, people spend a lot of money on this. This is people's dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes that gets used against you on
a lot of people.
Just
a lot
for
of
money.
People take advantage of you.
So, and one of the things that I wanted to do is just be able to have a platform that, like, whatever, I'm with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People, they want to come, they want to have shows on the station. Whatever you say, we gonna stand by it, because I feel like everybody should be able to have freedom of speech. If you don't like what a person's saying, don't listen to it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, don't go over it. Don't be blatantly rude or disrespectful or nothing like that. But if you have an opinion and it's an educated opinion, I feel like, why not give it? You know what I'm saying? And I don't never. That's why, like, I'm never on really on none of the shows. I just let them do their thing, because it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something because somebody I feel like they tried to mute me. So it's like,
You don't want nobody muting you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And that probably
you ain't
wasn't
gonna let
even a-
nobody. You don't want the same thing to happen to others.
Yeah,
You
and
know
it probably
what I'm
wasn't nobody trying to. It really wasn't nobody really probably trying to mute me. It
It was
probably
just
was
they-
just like they just wasn't rocking with my song, and I just believed in my song and I believed in my music. So I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna beg you and I'm not gonna bad talk you or be like, oh y'all f y'all this. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna
Right.
just work hard enough that y'all notice me again.
That's real.
But the next time you see me, you ain't gonna see me the same way that you met me. So then it's a level of respect because like everybody in the city I done ran into at least once or twice just hustling. So then now you know that, progressing, when I run back into them again, it's a, oh man, that's you. Oh, like I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you because
it's great that you actually get that love because you get a lot of hate too out
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that a lot of people still hating on your music too. And I can't say anything really wrong with your music, man. It's produced well.
I've never met nobody
engineered well.
winning. I never met nobody winning who didn't have
Sounds
people
great.
not like them. I've never met nobody who's winning have nobody not like them. So as long as I'm winning, they gonna stop liking. They not gonna, you know what I'm saying? As long
That's
as you
real.
winning, as long as you doing something, people not gonna like you. But it's like my boy Gene say, that's their fault. Like,
That's real.
that's their fault. It's
That's
not
real.
Well,
yours.
and they love us.
Yeah. So
They could take that hate and make it into opportunity, but sometimes people just can't take constructive criticism.
and that too, and then one of the biggest things that I noticed is just like, it's just being honest with themselves.
Yeah, that's all it comes down to. But
And-
people egos get in the middle.
Yeah, but it's just like
That's
if
real.
you honest with yourself, like me, I'm a hard worker, and I like to work. Like I get busy, so it's like, and I get tunnel vision. So it's like, and I know I gotta have people around me that be like, Zoe, go chill, go home,
Because
they
you're
know
doing too much.
Yeah, you doing too much. Whereas like if you one of those people that you need motivation to do stuff, you gotta have people around you that motivate you to do stuff. So it's just like that's why I say being honest with yourself about who you are. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I know one of my vices was like smoking. I always was smoke. You get me? So for like 2 years, the first 2 years of the station, I gave up smoking.
Wow.
Just so I could make sure I could pay the bills and I could do this and buy this and get this and make, you know what I'm saying? It's the sacrifices.
That was a great sacrifice, and it paid off.
It paid off big, but it's just like those are the things that's gonna separate the regular from the
Successful.
extraordinary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you could be good, but why not be great? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So those people that sacrifice are those that's gonna win. Like I heard Rick Ross say he wrote records for 10 years before he actually made money off of it. So it's just like but he had to wait longer because his blessing was bigger.
Right.
Right.
Look at where he at now. So it's like if you
Shout out to
waiting
Ross.
or you feel like somebody hold or you stuck, you're not really stuck. Your blessing just bigger. So it just takes a lot more time to get together. Or it's still stuff you gotta learn to be prepared for that blessing. Like I feel like everything I went through is preparing me to for everything that I'm going through at this point of the game.
And
You
it's
know?
like what you're saying there on the whole smoking thing. I was watching actually a video on Nipsey Hussle and this girl, rest in peace to the man. He was saying, because they brought that up in the interview, and he was like, man, 95% of my choices was on tree.
Yeah.
But that other 5% I was missing out. In order to get the 100%, I had to fall back. And then Lauren was like, yeah, I had to follow his lead because, I'm his woman, and how would I be looking like if I'm not following my man?
Right.
But I still do my thing on the side when he's not around because I don't want to tempt him
Right.
and disrespect him in any kind of way because I have his back.
Absolutely.
And it made me think because it's true because, we do, what we do, and then we think like we really elevate him, but sometimes like I have to fall back too. Like I do clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I get in my tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I don't pick up my phone. I
I
throw
know.
that
Get in
shit to
touch
the
with
side.
I
like,
can get in touch with. I got to come knocking at the door.
Listen, trust me, bro. Listen, I understand. You don't understand how many times I get cursed out because I don't answer the phone because I'm locked into something completely and it has nothing. It's nothing against nobody. It's not that I don't want. It's just like I just be focused. And you know what I'm saying? Like
You
like,
trying to
Yeah,
create
especially when you're in that
generational
creative
wealth, my
zone.
brother.
Yeah, man.
It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's always that when you're in that creative zone, there's nothing but creating at
Yeah.
that point. And if you just take that moment off, it's like you don't get back that same moment
Like-
that it was when you first were in it.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
And for me, I don't like that. I don't
I
like
hate
when
it.
I get the interruption, and then I'm like, all right.
Because then you get
back to it.
mad. Then you get mad because
Yeah.
you like, because now you got to find it again.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
I've learned to do, I will go take a break. I'll just go take a break for a little minute. If I get that interruption, I'll go do something that, to keep my mind off of it, and then I'll come back. Sometimes I'll come back with something even better. And I'm
Right.
like, this will come in. But I've learned to take that break instead of going right back into it if I get that interruption. I'm like, it will only probably be like maybe a half an hour at the most. I'll get back to it, but I'll take that break just for myself.
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like, just like what you say, I kind of do the same thing. Somebody interrupt me, maybe that's a higher power telling me I need to chill for a minute.
Take a
Yeah.
break.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take a
Yeah.
break. Like, you ever,
Chill out. 'Cause
like,
you
you
can work
ever,
yourself
like,
to death.
you been rushing to get somewhere and you lost and you can't find your keys.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's just like you wasn't supposed to leave at that time.
Because you
He-
could have got
he
an
always
accident.
tells me
That's
that.
happened.
Because
That's
listen,
happened.
I'm a like listen.
I've
I'm
been
a,
rushing, and instead of me waiting, sorry to cut you off, but
No, I
waiting to
get
get
it.
my, I'll rush and waiting to get my to find my regular keys. You find a spare key, and when you leave, I've left with that spare key and then got in an accident. You know what I'm saying? I need to wait till I found those keys before I should have, you know what I mean, left at that
listen,
time.
man.
So
Trust
things happen for a reason.
the space that you in. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, trust me, because it was like I've seen a lot of situations where people try to rush. Like, people be in a rush to get nowhere.
Right.
Like, to get nowhere.
Right.
And it's sort of like we in a time where people really don't appreciate time.
No.
So it's like, I don't know y'all, but it's like, yo, I'm feeling y'all energy. And it's like, as much as I want to put my phone up and just do all this the whole time, but I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I want to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this is a moment. You get what I'm saying?
Of
It's like,
course.
and a lot of time we don't do that. We don't just, when the last, like, what I try to do is start get back into just taking a walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't got to walk. I got a car and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when the last time did we just take a
No,
walk?
man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just walk the block, walk the neighborhood, just go
Yeah.
see something. You just take a walk just to enjoy what's going on around you. So it's like, because, sometimes when the business that we in, the business of music,
Yeah.
it's nonstop.
Oh yeah.
24/7, somebody's out here grinding. So it's
Right.
like nonstop. So it's like, when do you take that time out to just be like, all right, let me get back to me,
Yeah.
that me time type of situation. So, and that's what that tunnel
Yeah.
vision. Shout out my old lady. She got me on that. Like,
And there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that, man.
Nah.
Like
No,
you
no.
gotta have
Yeah.
I
that
used to have it.
time,
I
you
ain't gonna
know?
lie, I don't have it the way I used to have it back
like
in the day.
me, I realized like I'm very into spirituality and energies.
Right.
I meditate every day. He knows that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very big on that because it saved my life
right.
from other things, So it's like I try to go back into my good times when I was a kid and what I used to love the most.
Yeah.
Because you lose that when you get to an adult age. And your
Yeah.
imagination is kind of still there, but it's like you're so busy with life.
Man, the biggest thing that happens when you become an adult is you get scary.
You do. You start
do.
doubting.
You get
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah, because everything, you have kids. And
Yeah.
Consequences.
So you
Consequences.
feel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, if I do this,
That's it.
this could be. I can't do that because I got this relying on me. But, to bring it back, what I like the most, and when I'm doing something that I'm so tunnel vision focused on, and I'm losing like everyone's,
Yeah. You
Distraction.
losing friends now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I went to rollerblading.
Because
Because that's something, I rollerblade because it actually helps me just forget about
Decompress.
everything. And it's a good exercise.
Right.
On top of that, I get to breathe at the same time.
Yeah.
So it like relieves me for like, I go for like an hour to rollerblading. I don't give a shit where I'm at. If I'm in that mood and I
Yeah.
need to get away from everything, I just go with my rollerblades, bro, and just,
That's dope.
and it's the best vibe that, to be honest, when I come back, I go back into my work and it's like ton more ideas come along the way.
Yeah.
It's just like nonstop. Your
Because
creativity.
you got to decompress, man. It's a
You
lot of
have to,
It's
man.
a lot of pressure on you because it's like you got to think about, all right, you got pressure from the outside world,
Yeah.
but the outside world pressure is nowhere near the amount of pressure you place upon yourself.
Oh yeah.
So it's like if you don't ever just take that time to just get away from everything, it doesn't have to be a long time. You ain't gotta hibernate, but you get away for like a day, couple hours, and then come back. It's like you gotta do that because it's like I could tell you for a fact that you can work so hard that it puts you in a hospital.
Yeah.
Because it happened to me. Like last November, like we was just going so hard. I just wound up in the hospital because I just couldn't move. I was tired. Like the doctor told me my body was just exhausted. It was so exhausted, like my blood rate, it was just weird. They thought I was sick. So but it was just cause like I wasn't sleeping. I'm drinking coffee and I'm just working.
I could agree with you on that because I'm gonna give a little of my history when I was in the music and stuff like that back in the time. I'm 36 now, so when I was in my early 20s, I caught gastroenteritis. The damn word is so damn big.
I know what that is. I used to be a medic when I was in the military. I was a medic.
So gastroenteritis, and I got that because of the lifestyle and habits I was living. I was staying up every night in the club, doing my record label thing. You know what I'm saying, with the artists, drinking. After you get out the club, what you do? You go get a pizza, some nasty shit that you're not even supposed to eat. Right. Then you're not letting your body rest. It got to a point, bro, like I was in the hospital. I had to get a colonoscopy. Ooh. I had, not to get all in detail, but it was like mucus coming out the rectum from the congestion and the inflammation. That's what it basically is. It's considered all inflammation in your intestine. And you got too much bad bacteria in there. So it feels like, they call it man cramps. Because it feels, no lie, like a knife is cutting your gut slowly. Centimeter by centimeter. And I'm not playing with it. When I get those pains, that's why the doctor told me when I was living in that pressure world, because I felt like I had to be there for everybody because I went from an artist to managing people, different attitudes, different shit they need, different things, and nobody care about what you need. No. So that's why I was like, you have to sometimes have balance.
That's the curse of being a boss.
Yeah, exactly.
The curse of being a boss is like, you got to make sure everybody's straight. Nobody's going to ask you if you're straight.
Never.
That's the part of being a boss.
They'll ask you when you're in the hospital. You all right?
You all right? What you doing there?
But and sometimes, that right there is hard. And like I said, I had a similar situation. I was in a hospital, man. And it was just like, I thought I was done, my boy. I thought Zoe was done, but it was just like, when you passionate about something, man, there's nothing that'll stand in your way. Like when people come holler at me about just rocking with me, it's like it's nothing nobody could tell me because I'ma see it. Right. Like you could tell somebody passionate about what they do. They give you goosebumps when they talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like man, like. I had this dude that said that they wanted to run with us, and I asked him one question. I said, "Man, you got $1 million. You just got it." And somebody said I could change your whole life for $999,000. Would you give it to him for that what if for your dream, or would you not? He said, "Nah, man, I gotta take that home." I said, "Then we ain't the same."
Yeah, that's different.
It's for your dream, bro. It's that passion.
We not the same. I give up everything, like. Because it's like, this is what I'm passionate about. Like I said, I ain't give myself no other option. I have nothing. I have nothing else that I could think about that I want to do with my life.
You could go to the military with.
No, I don't want to go back.
No, I'm saying I know you don't want to go back, but with
tattoos on
your hands.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know I seen a lot of people just tatted up. I was just asking to be sure.
Up. Like, see, that's
my brother was in the army.
Like back to the giving up, the sacrificing, right?
Yes.
When I was doing that, I got this idea from Nipsey Hussle, right?
R.I.P. Nip.
Tattooed on my hands. On one hand, it says pain from discipline, and the other one says pain from regret.
That is dope.
So that's what I would use against me to make me not do certain things. I'll be like, you're going to regret this later. And it's on my right hand, the one that say regret, my dominant hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain things you got. Like I say, that's what I mean by knowledge of one. I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know my flaws. I know where I'm good
I
at.
understand it 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So the things that I'm not good at, trust me, there's somebody on my team that good at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, like, I know I gotta have certain reminders to remind me that, like, okay, Zoe, don't do that. Like, when the last time I had a drink? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even really drink like that, but
No.
I'm here, so it's just like let
Chilling.
me enjoy the moment. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I believe in moderation now.
Yes.
After that experience.
I believe in moderation now, boy.
You know?
Because
This is like the only real day I actually
You can
go
go
ahead
hard.
and throw in on this day because I'm with my guests and I want my
Yeah.
guests to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And I want to feel comfortable too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Hospitality.
Hey, it's gotta like honestly, we were supposed to have a chef here and he couldn't make it. I just to bring some food.
Yeah.
Like last we had Du Brown in last week, but then
watched
he
that.
had to get out real quick and but we had the chef. He came in with the wings and some wings and some like little buns and stuff like that. But that's what he was able to get together and
Got it
Du
all
couldn't
pretty
get
in the
It was all
back and
pretty
everybody left
stuff,
for
and
me.
then
I was like,
everybody left.
damn.
I was like, oh.
I was
We
like,
had to
all
go
right, I
to
got
a
me a
show.
plate though.
I watched
had to
that
go
interview.
to the show, yeah.
I watched that interview.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched because when Knock hit me up, she was like, "Yeah, we doing Newkirk show." I said, "Bet."
Okay.
Bruh been telling us he wanted us to do the show, and I feel like bruh fuck with us, so yeah, I want to go chop it up with him. And I went, and I said, man, let me go check out his show. Let me go see what he be doing. And I seen the Du Brown show, and I was just like, yeah, I want to do that.
You know what's
I wanna
funny,
rock
though?
Because it's real, though. It's like we being 100% honest with you. We ain't trying to do no gossip. We don't
Yeah.
want none of that extra, BS in there. You know
That's
what
what
I
I
mean? And we
saw.
want to make sure that we promoting the artist, and we want that artist to win. You know
But
what I mean?
just to say, like, I love this city, bro. Everybody doing what they doing in the city, bro.
I
It's
love Miami,
amazing,
man. I love
bruh.
Fort Lauderdale. I love Broward
Like,
and Miami both.
I'm
I'm
just
more
loving it,
Broward,
bro.
I would say. Broward bound, because
When-
I really never reside in Miami, so I keep it 100 with that.
When I say city,
everybody.
I mean that in the aspect of just like South Florida.
Yeah,
Like,
there you go.
everybody from
Yeah.
South Florida pretty much acting the same nowadays. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just happy to know that like I'm from South Florida and it's so many like I see it bubbling. I see so much dope talent down here.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
and
that's
I-
too
I
much
keep
of it.
hearing it.
And
Like
I'm starting to see
when I was
people-
hearing your song, I was hearing Ted play your song. I was hearing Ross. Shout out to Ross Thickety, him play your song.
Yes.
And Trap House Sundays, and
Yeah.
they still play it on 88.7 FM on Trap House Sundays. You know what I mean? He live on 88.7
Appreciate you,
FM.
Teddy T. Shout out
And Ross Thickety. You know what I mean?
Raw Stickity hit me
So,
up,
yeah.
man.
I wanted to bring it out there. It's funny how the universe works. Again, like we go back to the energy thing. You know, I've been following your radio station. I didn't even know that was you. Before y'all even got into it. And actually, 2 weeks ago, you remember the dude that Shorty was sitting there right next to you? You was quiet the whole time, and Shorty said, yo, much respects out to Nomadix.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was me watching y'all.
Hey, listen.
I put the thumbs up and everything.
Listen, I'm gonna be. A lot of people didn't know that K1ng Radio was my thing because I never told.
I didn't know
nobody.
that
I
until
didn't
now.
really put it out there like
Yeah.
that. I would just hustle it, and everybody be like, "Yo, what's your name, King Zoe?" And they'd be like, but nobody would look at the fact of how I spelled my name. They would
Right.
just hear King Zoe.
It's K-I-N-G.
Yeah, so that's the
K1ng.
automatically what they thinking is K-I-N-G. I'm like, but it was K1ng. But like I said, I'm not the type of person, unless I'm King Zoe, the artist, I'm not the type of person that's going to just be out there and just let you know that, yo, yeah, I'm that nigga. Like, you know what I'm
don't have to
saying?
prove
I'm going to be,
nothing,
yeah, because I'm chill. I'm humble
Yeah.
about it because, like I said, I used to sleep on the fucking ground.
Right.
Like, so it's like, none of this, like, I'm happy and I'm grateful for all of these blessings that I'm getting and I've been getting, but I'm not done. It's not
No,
like,
of course,
you
the
know what I'm
beginning.
saying?
It's
Like,
the
See,
beginning.
that was one thing I was gonna say to you, man. I said the time you came through on Flo Rida's birthday,
Yeah.
and that's hard to get through Skitty all that. Everybody, they had a big thing going on here.
Got
Like,
20
he came
pat downs
in,
along the
yeah,
way.
Right, he
Yeah,
came
it was
in.
crazy, it was
He
crazy.
came in like it wasn't nothing. I said, "Oh, homie, somebody, you gotta be somebody. Hold on."
But the only reason that is because like I've really been working,
Right.
like, man, and it's not like no facade. Like, you could go look this up. Like,
Yeah.
I've really been putting in a lot of work, and then not only just for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a selfish person. I never want to, like, one of my favorite phrases is, I don't want to do rich people shit alone.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like,
I don't like that.
Who want? I don't like. I never like. I don't want to be rich alone. Like I want to do cool shit with my other cool rich friends who was broke
Exactly.
once. So we could do like, hey yo, have
Exactly.
you ever done this? No, but let's try it.
So you skydiving and all
All
that?
that, like, bro, I'm rich. I don't care if I'm going my son straight. We good. So it's just like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
living.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
I love that.
Now my only problem is my life.
That's
It's
it.
not all the other little bitty stupid distractions that
That's
you know what I'm
good.
saying. Now I'm just worried about life. All I want to do is stay healthy and make sure my kids is good.
That's
Other
what's
than
up.
that, I don't. But that's the thing. So it's like I don't feel no need to be selfish. So that's one of those things. Like, cause somebody asked me like, when you why would you open a radio station? You're a rapper. Why would you promote other rappers? I was like, bruh, before I was a rapper, I was a fan.
Exactly.
Right.
Like I was listening. Everybody on this wall right now inspired me to make music. So it's like, okay, so now I can't be inspired by somebody else anymore.
Exactly.
Like no, like I support people who try.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. I believe in God doesn't bless a person who doesn't put in work. So it's like
Right.
everybody who puts in work. Like I pay attention to everybody in the city's music. I listen to everybody. I promote everybody's music. I tell my people, yo, find everybody. We put shows together to promote artists.
And
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
And you
thing.
doing comedy.
Yeah, ain't coming. I'm an artist.
That's
and I'm an
crazy.
artist.
Right.
I'm a rapper. And you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's usually like people are selfish, but I'm like, bruh, I see it like my mentor tell me, shout out Naka,
Shout out to Naka.
do you want a big piece of a small pie or a small piece of a big pie? I'm good with that. I'm cool with 10% of 300 mil
Of course.
over having 100% of 300,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
like I'm
course.
cool with that. Like and I
Yeah.
don't see no reason why it can't be like that.
That's what you create those
Of course.
funnels, man.
You
You,
know what I'm
create
saying?
different businesses and different ways that bring in,
That
you know what I'm
bring-
saying,
you
that
add each
residual income or
10%
some,
up by the
some
end of
money
it.
coming in
Yeah.
constantly.
So it's like, cause it's like, think about how many dope artists it really is in the city, and then let's think about networking
Right.
and how, like, you ever been to an
But
event
a
in
lot
the
of people
city
don't
and
wanna
we
do
don't
that.
network, we don't
Yeah.
talk.
Right.
Listen, that's one of the reasons, like, where I feel like I was successful
Mm-hmm.
is because I don't care. Like in my mind, I got that same mentality. It's like I ain't talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to these people. I might be nervous of rejection.
yeah.
But then I think in my head, like, yo, if I don't go say hello,
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing that person could say is no.
No.
And if I
That's
don't
it.
say hello, I could probably miss out on that $1 million that I want.
Exactly.
So I just be like, bump it. Like I
Do it.
literally
You
psych
just gotta
myself
go.
up, and I just
I do
go.
the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I know
ain't gonna-
exactly what you're talking about.
like,
but
yeah,
like,
we
man,
not-
if I
I'm
don't
not
do
gonna
this,
sit here and
I'm
be
gonna be
like-
a fool for not doing this. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm-
do
you
this.
gotta
But if I don't
lead.
do this, I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a-
Exactly. You be
I'm a
punking
sucker.
yourself like,
yeah, like how you a man and you scared to talk to another man, but you be like,
Exactly.
yo, this man is this
man is
this
that
man.
person.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
like, but it's just like, yo, if you don't take that chance, bro,
You don't know what could happen.
you don't know what could happen, bro.
That's the thing I look at, you know. That's why I'm called Nomadix, because I'm a nomad. And a lot of your story, you are nomad.
I told you I'm a popular loner, bro.
Yeah, so you're a nomad. You know, you're the meaning of that. If you know people don't know what a nomad is a person who's been from place to place without food or shelter, but carries a message and a meaning behind.
Everywhere
Every
I've been, I could go back
real.
everywhere I've
Exactly.
ever been.
So, you know, that's why your story is successful, because if you really look at a lot of other successors, they slept in the bench.
Yep.
They were in the park. They had to
Shout out
go.
to Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm telling you, every
Yep.
person
Yep.
has slept in a car,
Yep.
on a bench, family house, got kicked and dissed by their own blood. That's why sometimes I say waters run deeper than blood
That's real.
Right.
and thicker than blood sometimes, because your own family would be the worst. They would knock you down versus lifting you up.
I mean, you know, shout out my family. I love them. Thank you for everything. You know, but you right. It just be like that sometimes. You gotta understand it, like, and I had to learn it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm still trying to get better at it. But it's just like you can't expect somebody to be as hungry for something as you are, because your vision is not their vision.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at certain people because they didn't support me, because they never thought it would be an actual thing.
Right.
Exactly.
But now that they see, oh shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he on to something.
Exactly.
Now
And he's
I'm-
doing a good thing.
Now it's you get now
Yeah,
they believe
yeah.
in it. But you can't fault them
What were we
because
saying, Audacity? We had this. We were saying
Yeah.
something earlier today.
But see, then you
First
got-
date. The what?
But
Fir-
that
Say it into the mic.
First they laugh at you, then they imitate you, and then they try to find out how you did it.
That's exactly what Naka says. Naka needs to be here because that's exactly what she says. That's exactly what she says.
But a lot of that, too, that
it's true though.
It's real.
See, when we were talking about if you got haters, all right, you got people that don't support you. It's not out of hate. No. They just don't understand your vision. Yeah. But you got some people that they just jealous, and they want what you have. They see that what you're doing, but they want to do it like you do it, but they can't do it. So they try to put out stuff like you put out. Or they try to do certain things because they think they on the come up. But they just really sitting where they really was at. Listen. Because only you can do you.
No, for real.
Can't nobody do you but you.
For real.
Listen, jealousy is the closest thing to love.
Exactly.
Jealousy is the closest thing to love. Like I could tell everybody exactly how I did everything that I did. But if, like I said, if that's not who you are, you're not gonna do it.
Nope.
Like.
And then too, everybody got a different route, a different journey. Yeah. So even you can tell us gems and tell us the networking, and that's gonna help somebody. But their journey's still gonna be different.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different. But it's gonna be certain things when they're going through their journey that they're gonna pick up, and they're gonna be like, you remember? I remember when I heard him say that.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's just my thing. Like I hope to encourage. Like even with the music, like if you listen to the music, it's encouraging. Like I want people to be encouraged because like. I'm not gonna say my life was bad. I can't say it was like terrible, but it was not easy at all.
Right.
So like you gotta remember, I'm like one of the only Haitian in my family. So everybody, like when I say they used to call me Little Dirty Haitian, like everybody, I was everybody used to call me that. Like everybody used to school, home, like that was a real thing to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like.
From your family.
From everybody. Because like I said, I was really like, all right, I would get picked on by, like, this is crazy. I would get picked on by the Haitians because I wasn't Haitian enough because I was raised by Americans.
Exactly.
And then I get picked on by the Americans because I'm half Haitian. And it would just be like,
Two different perspectives.
Yeah,
I had the same.
You just be like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm half
can't
black.
win in this situation.
I'm half black and I'm half Arabian.
So it's just like you can't win,
so
bro.
I couldn't never win. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the, the black side. When it comes down to like my father's side, I was getting picked on and everything like that. When I went over to the Arabian side, you didn't fit in like because I couldn't speak any Arab. You know.
But same here. That's like, bro. But the crazy part about it was when I went to Haiti. Right, I went to Haiti. Couldn't speak no Creole at all. No parler.
Yeah.
No parler. And when I went to Haiti, nobody made fun of me. They taught me.
That's how it should.
Like
That's
literally, they sat there. Yeah. They sat there, and I say, for instance, I wanted to order a Coke, right? And this lady said, "Only way that I sell you this Coke is if you ask for it in Creole." Right, but after she said that, she taught me how to say it in Creole. I was sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes trying to say this same phrase over and over. Yeah. She's laughing. She's just, and everywhere I went in Haiti, they did that. So it was like they never made fun of me. They just was like, all right, it's not your fault. You just wasn't in the culture. Exactly. So guess what? I'm going to teach you. But you're here. You're coming here to support us. My whole tour, everybody that was on my tour was from Haiti.
How long was the tour?
3 weeks long.
Okay.
We traveled the whole country.
That's what's up.
Like I did, and like I said, everybody the only people that went to Haiti was me and my pops. It was just me and him. Everybody else, security, promoters, opening acts, DJs, bands, clubs, the drivers, the promoters, everything was from Haiti. So we put all that money in Haiti. Before I even came to the States and said, yo, I'm King Zoe.
That's
and that was because like I wanted because that's what I was going to promote. I was going to promote the fact that I'm a Zoe. Because I'm proud of that. That's 1804. Like, yo, we did something that nobody else thought about doing. Yeah, so it's just like, how could you not be proud of that? Then we took what we did and we went other places and we was like, yo, we going to help you out too. So it's like, how could you not have pride?
Let's break
in
it
that?
down for the people in case they don't know. We're
Yeah.
talking about
Like, yeah.
slavery.
Yeah,
you know?
slavery. We
Explain
talk-
the Zoe part, because I know the flag meaning
Right.
is like
Together.
more together and rebellious against
It's-
others
ba-
that try to
It's just like basically. It's just
explain
like,
that.
It's just coming together. It's just like because what it is they gonna hold on. They gonna distract you.
Yeah,
You feel me? But a fist is always gonna hurt harder than an open hand.
of course.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like together we gain more. So just like everybody looked at, let's say certain Haitian gangs as if they were trying to be a bad thing, but let's think about why they were created to protect that community.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like we used to really get picked on, bro.
Real
Like this
talk.
was real life. If you
Hell
from
yeah.
South Florida, like it was
I seen it with my
real.
own eyes.
You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
just like they got together and was just like, yo, you're not gonna do that no more. Same as what they did when they was with friends. Like, yo,
Yeah.
all right, we don't like that. You're not gonna do that no more. So that's why, like, I always say, like, I'm not the king of. I don't take it King Zoe. I don't say it or mean it as like I'm the king of Zoes, because we don't do well with dictatorship.
And I was just about to say that, like when
Like,
it comes down
yeah.
to the presidents, like Papa
don't-
died, they take all the money and they run. They don't
Yeah,
they don't do anything for the community anymore.
They don't put it
you know
back
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
infrastructure,
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it more stronger, and they don't really think as a team effort.
They
But
don't-
that's my thing. That's why, and that's one of like. Just because nobody's doing it now doesn't mean it can't happen.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like I put it like this. I reach out to when I first came out here, I was like, yo, I want to get to know everybody. I reach out to everybody. I have no ill will towards nobody. I don't see nobody as competition because it's like, yo, I can't do what Strong Arm does.
Right.
And I can't do what behind
Backstage
Backstage
does,
does.
yeah.
I can't do what you do
Yeah.
because I'm not you, just like you can't do me.
Exactly.
You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like there's no need. And then let's think about it.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. It's just like if you have a canvas, right?
Right.
So
We
we
not
can
gonna paint the
we're
same.
not gonna paint the same
Oh,
thing. We
no.
can have all the same tools, but we're not gonna paint the same thing. Or we can have the same picture that we're supposed to paint, but it's gonna come out different.
It's
Because
the
it's
same.
what's in your head. It's your ideals that you're putting out there that's helping things. You can give me all your ideas in the world. Doesn't
Absolutely.
mean I'm going to put them to work like I should. You know what I'm saying? The way you put them to work. So
And that's why I don't feel.
yeah,
I
you
don't.
shouldn't feel.
I'm
you
not
should- yeah.
competing with nobody. When
Right.
it comes on a music tip, we could get on a song. Yeah, we may be competing on a song, like saying that my verse is gonna be harder than your verse.
Yeah.
But it goes no further than that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't see no competition. Because how long is an average song? 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
How much time is in a day? 24 hours. How many
Exactly.
people is in the world? Billions, bro. Everybody could like everybody,
Right.
and we could all go platinum. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's just how my mind works. So it's like I don't see no need to compete with nobody. So it's like that's why if somebody comes to me like, "Yo, Zoe, play my song," say less.
That's what's up.
Such and such say he don't like you, but his song dope though, so I'm gonna play it. So
Right.
it don't, you know what I'm saying? So that none of that
Right.
bothers me because
Right.
I'm not in the business of competing with you. I'm going at my own pace. I hustle at my pace.
That's
You got
what's
your
up.
own expectations.
Yeah, I got my
can
own
see that, and
expectations.
that's good.
So it's like
Yeah.
that's why I say knowledge of one, no gimmicks. You
Mm-hmm.
can't rule over many, so you can rule over yourself. How you going? I'm gonna tell you to live righteous, and I'm Derek
And you not.
Jackson.
Yeah. There. Yep.
Like how I'm gonna tell you to live righteous?
Damn.
How I'm gonna tell you to live?
That was something we was gonna talk about too.
Yeah, like how I'm gonna tell you to live righteous and I'm living wrong.
Exactly.
You feel me? God don't bless no mess.
Nope.
So it's just like how I'm gonna tell you this and I'm not. But like I said, I know my faults. I know my flaws. I know I like to do ratchet shit with my ratchet friends. You understand? But I also know how to put it together, put on a 3-piece and handle my business.
That's
Exactly.
what's up.
So it's just like I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I get mad, I get depressed, I get happy, I get sad,
Yeah.
I get money, I lose money, I be up, I be broke. Like I'm a regular fucking person. I'm just
Yeah.
a hustler. I'm just hungry. I'm just passionate. And I just don't take no for an answer.
That's what's
If
up.
you say no, somebody gonna
Wanna
say,
say
yes.
And that's so true because, like, I listen to Les Brown, Eric Thomas, a lot of mentors. You
Yeah,
know?
motivation.
and motivation
Motivations, yeah.
speakers, and that's what they say. You may get 100 no's before you get that one yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, listen, you know how many times I asked, just like I went after everybody I was a fan of to go and get an interview at the station. Do you know how many times all of these people said no? I'm not saying no names because they all eventually came.
Yeah.
But all of them said no at one point in time. But I was like, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Right.
And the way I see it is, all right, I'm going to just keep working until you cannot ignore me.
We went through the same thing with behind
down,
Backstage.
Now listen, our second interview was Sinbad.
Ooh,
First
All
one,
right.
first one was
Second-
shout out to Larry Dog.
Shout out
First
to
one
Larry
was
Dog.
Larry Dog.
Shout out Larry
Second
Dog.
one was Sinbad.
That's big.
What happened with this one?
Larry Dog was big too.
My mom
Sinbad.
always instilled with me the same thing. The only thing that somebody could say is, they could say is no. She was like, and that shouldn't hurt you. She was like, somebody else is gonna say yes. So we see Sinbad, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, we need to get this interview from him. And I'm like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I said, no, let me do it. And the reason why I did it was to put myself more out there so that I can go on ahead and see, okay, let me feel that.
You made you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up and I told him who I was. I told him, me and my husband, we have a podcast. I knew that him and his daughter already had one. And I was like, we have a podcast and we would like for you to be on it. He said, sure. And he said, just go. He was like, I'll do it. He said, just go on ahead and go talk to my manager. I talked to her, set it up. The next day.
That's simple.
Done deal.
Listen, I'm
Go
telling you.
ahead.
I'm telling you.
Hold on.
Not that simple. Wait, not that simple. Hold on.
Because the devil like to throw
Got
wrenches
to.
in.
Got
Yeah,
to.
look.
Because you
Obstacles in
you
there.
feeling all good. You like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get this interview the next day.
Dun.
Dun. I ain't shouting out. I ain't going to say her name. She already know who she is. But
So I'm calling,
I was like,
texting.
we going to go up to the place. All
They're
right?
not answering the calls or the text now. I'm like, damn, man, we done booked the drink, and you say yes, okay, fine, but we gonna go ahead and show up.
I said he was getting discouraged. I said, no. I said, we're gonna go back up to the venue. I said, we're gonna be there. And he was like, no. I was like, no, we're gonna be there. Come on, pack your bags up. We gonna be up there. We go up there.
She did push me to go.
And the lady was like, oh, Sinbad, he's not here yet, and whatever, blah blah blah, lying. All right. She goes to the back. Sinbad walks up on him and says, you got your stuff set up, all right? Because we already set up. I said we can set up our stuff too. So we set it. He was like, I'll be out here do the interview in 15 minutes. When we get done towards the end of the interview, she says, well, I don't know what page you guys were on. I said, I don't know what book you were in.
That's how you gotta say it sometimes.
Listen.
Because you playing with what God had put out here and allowed. Because see, God will give you will close doors to protect you. But I knew that was an open door.
Of course.
And
I stood in that pain.
you tried to block it.
And it didn't work.
And it wasn't gonna happen.
That train
real.
kept going on that railroad.
My favorite
Because if
scripture.
it's for you, it's for you.
My favorite scripture in the Bible, and I say this all the time, this is my favorite scripture in the Bible. God prepares a feast before my enemies. He
Yes.
announced my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. That is that's my motivating. Whenever I'm down, whenever I feel like, fuck, I'm not winning or whatever it may be, I say that to myself because it's like, all right, whatever may keep you down, he's going to bless you in front of it.
Exactly.
And it's nothing that could do about it.
Yes.
Because
Nothing,
it's just nothing. So it's like, that's why I try not, I'm doing my best. I'm swear to God, I'm working on it, y'all. But it's like just not holding on to things, not being mad at people for being who they are. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, this is it. This is what happened. I'm not focusing on the problem. I'm focusing just on the solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of those things that, like, I'm still perfecting because, like, the world don't test you.
Yeah.
And they be testing you because it's like they put you in a situation where you either green or you a fuck nigga. It's like my OG say, shout out, not they just look for reasons to dislike you.
Of course.
So it's just like I'm always gonna move with pure and honest intentions, and I'm gonna just do what's best for me and mine. And if somebody got a problem with that, then they not somebody I really won't be around, cause
Yeah.
Bad
I
energy.
feel like
Exactly.
that's pretty straight up and down way to live. It's pretty
I like
righteous
that,
way
man.
to be. You know
I
what
like
I'm saying?
that.
So,
I like that.
And that's being
But
free.
you gotta be real.
know what
yeah,
I'm
bro.
saying?
I want to be free, and that's why I say like, yo, know who you are. Because the minute you find out who you are, you really know who you are. Like the easier life will be.
Exactly.
Because now you're not trying to live your life to impress somebody who probably doesn't even like you.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, half the people
Facts.
don't. Half the people want to. Half the people that
And-
hate on you
and then
like
what
you,
people-
but they hating because they can't do what you do.
And
It'd
then what
be like
people
that.
know about you, they can't use against you.
It be like that.
It's just
I mean, it's just like that.
you put it out there. They can't use it against you because
Nope.
you're living your truth.
Yeah,
That's it.
I just want people to be motivated. I just don't like people to give up on themselves, man. I just hate
That's
it. 'Cause
what it's about.
You know, you just see people like the worst thing ever is seeing potential. Is to have the ability to see potential. It's horrible. It's a horrible gift because it's like that you can't make that person see their potential.
Right.
So-
You can see it, and
Yeah.
I've heard
Right.
people sing that gave me, like, we had that conversation earlier, goosebumps about somebody else having a passion, but this girl sang a dang on song and gave me goosebumps. I'm like, we gotta get her in the studio,
Man.
but she wasn't moving like she needed to, move in order for her to become a star or even just that artist to get the dang on demo together. She wasn't moving like she needed to.
Man, and I had a moment like that, and my manager came to me and told me straight up, I can't want this shit more than you want this shit for you. I can't work harder for this shit than you working for this shit. And this shit got your name on it. This shit got your face on it. You the one that's on stage, not me. You the one that's done. So how do I want it more than you? And when you go from being like a boss, I guess being a boss, just telling other people what to do, and now you got somebody telling you what to do.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you gotta get back. You gotta humble yourself.
Yep.
Cause it's like I've been big dog for like these past 2-3 years where you ain't known, where you know what I'm saying, you ain't seen me, and now you come around and but everything you saying is right, and I know it is, but my pride is just like I'm big dog over here. It's like now, but she's like you still got to humble yourself because like there's always a bigger dog.
Right.
Exactly.
Always.
It's always a bigger dog. So it's like, yeah, you a big dog, but there's a bigger dog. So
That's exactly how I look at things a lot, because you could be the teacher, but you can also be a student.
at the same damn time.
Because you can learn a lot from your own students and be amazed by what you teach them. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing right, they become your protege.
Right.
And then you start living in their lives after life. Because if you pass away tomorrow, you live through them all day long. Every day.
Man, that's one of them things where I feel like that's that pay it forward mentality. Like if you blessing somebody, they gonna remember that.
Of course.
Like it's
Of
people who
course.
gonna remember that I played their song. It's
Yeah.
people who gonna remember that they interviewed, they got to meet you. People
Exactly.
because it's people who gonna remember that, and you never know who they may be in life.
Right.
They may one day be the next Oprah
Or
and just-
producer
or producer,
or
whatever. And next
anything.
thing you know, they be like, man, just because you looked out for me, I'm gonna throw you a blessing.
Yeah.
Right.
And that blessing changed the whole directory of everything you had going on
Exactly.
in your life.
Right.
And it may took you 15, 20 years to get there, but so what? But that seed you planted. You don't know how many seeds you done planted. Like, everybody wants to be a boss. I don't think you're a boss until you encouraging other people just to be better people. Until you put people in position to make money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, you don't, like, a boss is not going to do this to you. A boss is going,
Let you fly your wings and lift you up.
Right.
I want you to grow.
I want you to fly.
I want you
to
to
do
grow
what you need to do.
because guess what? You got to pay me back from all them dinners. Like
Ain't
I
nothing
want to go
wrong
to
with
dinner
that.
too. Now it's time
Right.
for you to take me to dinner.
Yep.
Like
Now-
you know what I'm saying? Like I love to see people winning, bro. I love to see people win. Like
Now,
I really get a high off that shit. Like,
I-
for real.
I
That's
do.
good.
I like it too, especially if you help that person get there.
Yeah,
you
like-
know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like yo, I remember where you started from. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like And I love to see people I'm just sitting here thinking about the last time I saw you. You was sitting over here DJing.
Yeah,
you wasn't behind.
I was doing the streaming.
Yeah, you wasn't even behind the mic.
He
wasn't doing nothing. Now I'm sitting here talking to him across the mic, and
I wasn't even at the station at that time.
So
I was just streaming here for Mathis and Wildman Teddy T.
That's my
point.
And
then I left that station. Then I was able to go ahead and start something over here.
And just like I said, I'm associated with winners. So
that's what's up. Yeah,
so it's like if you associate with winners, you're a winner. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
100%. You right.
So that's
that's why I say you got to be humble. Like, you know, besides what we do here, I do real estate, property management. I got into the property management as a leasing consultant at $10 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I was trying to do when I got into the industry because I was in love with real estate. And I don't need a license in order to make money. But it took time to get where I'm at now. And it took motivation and networking and rubbing the right shoulders. Each year I raised $1 in different areas. And I raised more than that because I hustled my own way. I made a way when I got rejected. You know, I even got played by girls. When you making $10 an hour, it ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you got a seed behind it. Right. And child support, it ain't really nothing. But when you are motivated and you have a vision and you don't derail from that vision, you keep pushing it and pushing it.
Now
I make way over that now, 10 times fold.
That's what's up. I want to ask you, like, you've been doing this for a minute and you got, you know, Big D to go ahead and did he produce this whole EP?
No, he produced Big Thing.
Oh, he produced Big Thing.
He ain't do the whole EP.
Yeah, shout out to Big D.
Shout out Big D.
Shout out Big D.
He ain't do the whole EP. He did Big Things and he did Big Things, but the EP got production from BD Beats, Ty Hill.
Shout out to Ty Hill on the
track. Graven, the producer, my homeboy. I was in the Navy with him and from North Carolina. And Big
so you
D.
still holding your homies down too?
Man, I told you, bro. I put it like this: anybody who show love to me, I show love to them. Like I don't care if you show me love and you show me respect. I show you love and I show you respect every time. So it's just like that's just how I feel.
It has to be mutual.
Like it has to be mutual. But even if you don't, I'm gonna show you respect. But that don't mean I gotta talk to you.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Not definitely.
I got respect from a distance.
yeah. So it's just like I'm not one of those type of people. Like I don't like to be disrespected. So and I know where I'm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I just be like, I'd rather not do that. So I just rather treat you with respect and go about my business and let you go about yours. I don't have to like you for us to coexist.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people all the time. They make money. It's like you don't have to like me to make money with me.
Yeah, you don't have to. I don't.
Let's make a bigger vision. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because money ain't got no feelings.
Like it's like again, like you said, it's always somebody in your crew that can do things you can't do, and it's the reason like we connect. Like he's good with the fashion. I'm way better than I could be, and.
But it's strength and weakness.
With that. Yeah,
it's strength. That's what I always tell him. I said, bro, it's always about strength
streaming game and all that.
But it's strength in numbers, man.
Yeah,
it's power in numbers, and then the more people you got, and they all want to go in the same direction as you, it's the easier the trip. Like.
But sometimes it's hardest when they fall off track. You know what I'm saying? And you're still trying to move forward.
That's part of the plan.
Yeah.
All the ducks is part of the plan. All of the failures, part of the plan. All of the goofy people you lose along the way, part of the plan.
It is what it is.
No, it's true.
Somebody gotta be there to tell the story.
It's true.
But now, I want to say something big about the song "Big Things." All right, produced by Big D. Now, we need to get Big D on this show.
Shout out Big D.
I remember Big D from my Circle House days. All right. So, I mean, I was just like, man, I got to start working at somebody's and it was a blessing. How it came about was a blessing. I'll talk about that in another time, how I got into there. But I remember he would come over and he would always ask for some iced tea or some lemonade, because they'll either have some iced tea or lemonade, and he will say, oh yeah, I want her to bring it over to me. I come over there because I'll go across the street over to the house that was across, and he would say, "Oh, put that down over there. I want you to listen to these songs." And he was like, because he wanted to hear my ear.
Yeah.
He was like, "What song do you like?" And I would tell him, and sometimes the artist would be there, and he'll play the different songs, but I wouldn't know it's the artist until afterwards that they're standing there. And he's like, he'll play me maybe 2 or 3 songs, and he said, "Which one should we put out first?"
Because it's honest.
And I would hear it, and I say that one. He's like, "That was my pick too."
Listen, right? I
It
can
was
tell
like
you
that Quincy Jones. You know how
Yeah.
like they would do like, you know, they
Yeah.
bring everybody in, and
like
then they would
a
pick.
panel.
Yeah.
It's a listening
But
party.
he would have me come in, and he would just be like, "No," and he would always tell me, "No, I want her to come on."
Because
So
he
I would
trusted
come
your
over.
ear.
And I'd be like, "Nah, that one."
Man, that's like Big D. Where was we at? I think we was at Circle House when we recorded this. I think we was in Pharrell room or something like that. And I'm hyped because like I've never met Big D. Well, I met Big D in his range. I met him in his truck.
Well, let's talk how did networking, how did that connect? Like, how were you able to go ahead and work with Big D?
Well, shout out to Naka.
Shout out to Naka.
You know what I'm saying? With the Gift of Gab, she put that together. Shout out Alvin Spice. God bless the dead, the legend.
Now he was a Grammy, and that was the Grammy
That was the
nominated.
Man. That was the man. Alvin Spice, Grammy nominated, Grammy Award winner. Got more plaques than plaques. That man is the man. May rest in peace. He mixed and engineered the whole tape.
Wow.
So like
R.I.P.
a real legend touched my music. And
Shout outs
then
to the great.
come to find out, this was the last project that he did before he went on. So
Amazing.
this means so much more to me. You know what
I
I'm
understand.
saying? 'Cause I got to meet him. I got to chill with him. I got to listen to stories about him. And you know, he
Let-
had
let the people
had
know
a
who
part
he
about it.
was.
Alvin Spice was
Yeah.
a giant amongst men, bro. He's a legend, bro. He put a lot of people in the game. So like, you know, think about the LaFace era when Atlanta first took off. He was the engineer.
Oh, okay.
He was the one mixing and mastering that music. All that music that you fell in love to, that baby
Yeah.
face type,
Yeah.
that was him.
What I used to call the real R&B.
He put it together. That was who put it together, man. He's a fucking legend, man. I miss him every day. He used to give me so much game. And he used to say to me all the time, anytime we would record, he said, when you walk in that booth, you gotta act like you got the biggest dick in the room.
That's how you do it.
You know, that's what he used to say. He said,
Yeah,
man, that's how you
yeah.
gotta feel. You gotta feel it. If you don't feel it, don't go in there.
Yeah.
That's real.
If you don't
It's
feel
facts,
it, don't
though.
go in there. And he would just tell me all types of stories about legendary songs, like legendary songs, legendary situations, and you just be like, whoa. So that's like him and Anaka is really how I got connected with Big D.
Okay.
And then when I heard the beat, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And there was just, you know, Big D came and he told me the direction he wanted to go with it. And I was like, bet, say less. So they gave it to me. And then probably like, I'm going to say,
It's him right here.
yeah, that's Alvin Spice, man. That's Alvin Spice, the fucking
Shout out.
legend, bro. Like,
There
he
you
got
go.
more credits
Watching
than a
it
little
live.
bit, bro. Like,
Can you
Like-
blow that up, DJ?
he's like, he taught
Yeah,
Jermaine
yeah,
Dupri
yeah,
how to
yeah.
mix. Like,
Man, this some and he lived down here, right?
no, he lived in Atlanta.
Oh, he lived in Atlanta.
He
Bro,
lived
it's
in
a
Atlanta.
lot of legends that live down here. Like
Oh,
we
it is,
we did
man.
like I don't know if you ever heard
Much
of
respect to all of them.
George Perry,
Yeah.
George Chocolate Perry.
I've heard of that.
Man,
I heard all that.
he did Bobby
Yeah, Uncle
Codwell.
Chuck.
Yeah, that's Uncle Chuck.
It's like I said, it's
that was my first engineer down here.
Bobby
in
Codwell, the OJs.
OJs.
He was on
BGs.
tour. He was in was it Band America?
Yeah. The band.
And
And
listen,
he started off when he said, I think he was 15. He was 15 when he started off. So he was big. He was like, I was a rock star. But he was just like, you know, they had some of like the stories of like,
Closer to the mic.
they have some of the stories and everything that been coming up like on VH1 and everything. And he'll say he would watch it sometimes and he would see himself walking. You know, they have him in like some of the documentaries and stuff. And he'll point at, he'll look at his wife and say, hey, that's me. She's like, that ain't nobody. You know, just messing around with him.
Because
Cause
he-
he like, oh, you know,
she used to it.
yeah.
She used to it. Like, and that's one of them things that like being around people.
That's him there?
That's him. Like he was funny. But it was just like being around somebody who has been to the top. It lets you know how real it is for you to get to the top.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, and it was just like, and it was just like, you would listen to him talking, he'd just be like, man, I ain't do nothing special. I just didn't stop working.
Yeah.
You know, like, if I didn't know how to do something, I just didn't stop until I learned how to do it.
Right.
It's like, that's just don't stop. Like, and don't do nothing you don't feel. If you don't feel it, don't do it. Because it ain't going to come out the way that it should come out.
That's
you
real.
don't feel it. You like music.
And I've wasted a lot of money on artists because of that thing. Because I used to manage artists.
Music is a feeling.
Same, because if they not in it, and we got to get to the studio, and they got baby mama drama, and
Listen,
they off, and
it's a feeling. And one thing I can always, that I promised my manager when she agreed to rock with me and we agreed to rock with each other, is like, I'm never going to give up. Because before you met me, I was doing this. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing this forever. Whatever it may be, I'm always going to be a part of music. Because, like, I love it. Like, I don't like it. I love it. I love listening to new music. I love making music. I love being around creative people. I don't like, I hope it don't sound crazy, but, like, you know, I just like being around creative people who just like to create. I like hanging out with the people consider weird. Because it's like, shit, they fun.
That's so funny. I think the same way, yo.
I like weird people because they're fun. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
like,
no wrong with that.
They get you out your comfort levels
Exactly.
and things that you wouldn't even think of. And
They
then
do.
you look at it like, yo, there ain't no wrong with that. That shit's actually dope. You know?
like, this nigga's
You rock with
weird.
it,
Like,
yeah.
but you know, just like, because, like, we gon' get out of this the same way, whether we live life timid or we live it to the max. We gonna get out the same exact way, in a box.
Yeah.
So
Like,
whether you go hard
Yep.
every day or you just tiptoe amongst life and just, you know, fit into the crowd, you still gonna go out the same exact way.
You
So,
came in.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm
not
not-
the same way you came in, but
Like,
you
you-
going out in the box.
Yeah,
You came
so-
in, but you out of here.
You came in, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, might as well do it hard so you got a story to tell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yo, I did some, like, listen, I got some stories for my grandkids, bro. Like, epic stories. Like,
And you just beginning, you know what I mean?
yeah, like, I'm just
You-
beginning. I'm
you
just
already
getting. I
got
ain't
some
even.
great
and I
joints.
already got great stories that will blow their minds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the military different.
Yeah.
Been around, you know what I'm saying? Then being in the business of music is different, and then being in the music business is completely different. So, you know,
I mean, if you could break it down in a perspective from the process that you've been through from military and what you explained throughout the interview, from a child to now, what would be the best advice you can give right now out of that experience?
learn to be persistent. Learn to be hungry. Find what you love and just stick with it. Cause like, I'm gonna be real with you, I never knew what I really wanted to do with my life. I just knew I wanted to be a big deal. I didn't know. I ain't know shit. I just knew I wanted to be a big deal, no matter what it was. Whether I was in the street, I played ball, sports, whatever. I want to be a big deal, and music just so happened to be it. And the way that it happened, the only thing I could say is just be persistent, never quit. And to tie into that is this guy named Gunny Walker. We in Djibouti, Africa, and we having a cipher.
Africa.
In Africa, we having a
Word.
cipher, and you know, I'm not really rapping, and I'm just doing my thing. And he's like, "Yo, you pretty good. You should do this." And I got some rocks in my hand. I'm just like, "Man, you pick up a rock and you throw it, you gonna hit a rapper. I don't want to be no damn rapper." You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I like that saying though. That's dope. I
yeah, like
that.
you pick
I
up
like
a rock
that.
and throw it, so you gonna hit a rapper. I don't want to do that. Like, nah, man, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Now, Big Walk is probably about 6'5", 280. And he just slaps my hand and he knocks all the rocks out my hand. He just told me stop picking up the rocks. He said if you stop picking up the rocks, you ain't got nothing to throw, so you ain't got nothing to throw it at. You ain't got nobody to throw it at. He said just worry about you. Just do your thing. Don't worry about nobody else, because people gonna fuck with you because of who you are. And ever since he told me that, it was like a a switch just clicked on in my brain, and I'm like, I want to do music. Cause it's like my grandma always used to tell me like, God gives you gifts, and you know when God gave you a gift because you don't have to work hard to be good at it.
Right.
And music just came naturally. It was just like something that was just so simple. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just simple. Like I could memorize somebody's song after listening to it like 2-3 times, or you know what I'm saying? Just like it just came easy to me.
Yeah.
And I just never really had to practice at it. Football, I always had to practice. Basketball, I had to practice. Business, you got to practice. But when it just came to going in the studio, creating, putting words together, the rhyme and the melody and the beats, it just came natural. And I was like,
freestyling?
Maybe that's my gift. And I just went from
Were you
there.
freestyling at that time?
Well,
or were you writing?
that's when I was really, like, then that's when I was, like, super freestyling. Like, I can't say I'm a battle rapper because I ain't never really battled nobody, but we used to battle. Like, you know, who had better bars or whatever. So that's where I started. I started with the freestyle, but then I started learning that I would just say some crazy shit because you just going off the top of your head. You're not really thinking about what you're saying. You just rapping. So then I started noticing, then I started studying rappers. I started studying like the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, the Nas's, and not so much I'm studying their music. I'm studying the way they put their words together. Right? Like Greenie with my, like this. If you listen to like the flow, right? This is me on some, I just got done listening to Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? You got a way of just making you feel hopeless. My eyes fill with lust cause I like her more when she topless. Make my way to the bank. Being like, it's just like, I just studied the music. I just studied the way they put the song, the words together. So when I put my words together, I want you to see exactly what I'm saying. So when I say picture me rolling, I want you to feel like you in your car. I want you to feel the air hitting your face because you in the drop top. You ain't,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I say for shit but can dig, I ain't never need a nigga for nothing, and I ain't frontin'. Took a whole lot of nothing, turned it all into something. You ain't never gonna hear me complain. I just explain, like, you know what I'm saying. I want you to see what I'm saying.
That's real.
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
it. I like.
You're giving them visuals pretty much to the words.
I want to make sure, like I told you, other than Wild Man Teddy T, I heard your music on Trap House Sundays. We got Ross in the building. Shout out to Ross.
What's good, big homie?
Shout out to Ross.
Yes, and shout out to Anaka. She's in here. She's giving a fire. She's giving us a fire. Yo, King. She said, King Zoe, what's good, my brother?
What's good, bro? What's good with you? Now, like I said, bro, like all these, like even Ross, like Ross remembered me when I was passing out my CDs. Like I remember when Ross was at the Great.
Oh yeah. At the Great. That's why I met him. I actually met Ross at Rolling Loud. We met him backstage at Rolling Loud.
Ross remember me. The Dickies that I was telling you about, 2-year Dickies with the Chucks on, and he remember that.
What year was that?
This is 2016.
I think was that around the same time.
2017.
We met.
We got a caller. That might be Ross.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Shout out to
who's on the line?
Who's on the line?
Trap
House.
Trap House. Shout out to Trap House Sundays. They on the bill. They on the line. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Yup.
Man, I see y'all on YouTube, and I called in.
What's
well,
good,
we
bro?
live. Go ahead, man. What's good, my brother?
Man, chilling, man. We over here right now building a new club out there downtown called Club Level. Man, it's gonna be crazy. I gotta get things going in the building.
Sound like your battery died. You said
we doing big things, man.
You said where's the club at?
Give a shout out, bro.
Where's the club at?
It's downtown, man. We actually took over the old Omni Mall, about 6 levels. You know what I'm saying? With a roof. So basically, they made me the event at the building. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for event planners, promoters, trying to get some.
All right. Well, that's, you know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta hook up, get that popping. You know what I'm saying. And since you're on the line, let's tell them about Trap House. Let's tell them about Count Your Bandz. You know what I'm saying. So last time you was here, we began Count Your Bandz. I think right after that. I think it was after that. And so countyabandz, we give our artists opportunity to go ahead and battle they track versus another artist track. You know what I'm saying? And then they get able to go ahead and put money on their track. So if it's $25, you put 25 on your 50, 100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I'm saying, we cash out the money to them right away.
Mm-hmm.
You
You know
what
what
I'm
we need to do?
Done
What's
deal.
that?
We need to make King Zoe host one.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would
actually.
be dope.
That'd
Yeah,
be nice.
That would
Because
be
King
dope.
Zoe's linked in the streets. I know that. He knows a lot of artists.
Be
And
connected.
we just need to make it a family.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
Definitely.
for sure. I know Zoe got a whole bunch of people he could put in this league, even if he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, put stuff up. He got a lot of artists, you know what I mean?
Man, all you gotta do is just get with me. I'm with it.
That's it.
Like, you know,
Well, we here right now,
man,
man.
you know,
we talk
you
about it.
know,
Just
we
make
go,
big moves.
bro. You know, we good, Ross. You know, all you gotta do is just hit my line, and we could
Oh,
put,
yeah,
you know, we could put something together real simple. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Cause
go.
Right.
See, we put connections. We make sure we connecting people here on Behind
together we
Backstage.
gain more, man.
Yes,
Of course.
I'm just saying. So I'm a real believer in that. I don't just be saying it. So I'm a real believer in
Let's
that.
get it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's already done.
All right. All right, my G. I'm going to go ahead
I just
and
want to call in. Much love, man. Y'all do y'all thing.
Oh,
And G, what's up?
for sure, man. Much love, man. We going to get up. Holla at you after the show, okay?
1,000.
100.
I remember when my dog was just doing when he was just DJing,
Yeah.
and now he done like I said, bro. I've been watching everybody just come up, and it's just been like this is dope to watch.
Shout out to
bro.
Raw Stickity, man. Like you
Yeah,
said,
man.
I met him
Real.
I met him backstage. That's why I called my shit Behind Backstage, just because we were always backstage. We was able to get backstage at a lot of concerts. So, and shout out to Uncle Ron Bird and everything for all the love and looking out for us a lot of times. And I think at that time we was around with Yachty and him, and he was doing security backstage. And then we just connected there, and then that's when we went to the Great FM and checked them out and everything
It's
like
a
that.
s-
Yeah,
it's a
you know what I'm
small
saying?
world, bro.
Everybody wrote their name inside.
Everybody wrote their name on the wall and everything.
Go on
yeah.
the ceiling. I'm
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
You're on the ceiling.
I'm on the ceiling.
There you go.
Like,
So
yeah.
I want to ask you, man, just tell us about a time when when a connection in your life led to a moment of success.
South Beach when I met Anaka.
Okay.
Okay.
South Beach when I met Anaka, and she dissed my record.
That was kind of quick though. He came real quick with that
That's
one. He was
real.
like, "Hey,
Because-
South Beach."
Because that moment, that moment had a really large impact on everything that came afterwards.
Gotcha.
Because it was like I didn't like at that time when I met her, I'm that guy in my circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the breadwinner. I'm big dog. I'm that guy in that
Right,
circle.
right.
So she humbled me in front of my whole little young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
The whole crew.
the whole crew. And then, you know what I'm saying? I meet her the next time I see her, you know, it's under total different circumstances. And it's just like, okay, what you said to me didn't fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Like you gave me you humbled me, but you gave me game at the same time that you was doing it. But like that's like, you know, outside of my old boy and my girl, this is the first person that was like, yo, I believe in you. I want to rock with you. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Like that was the biggest thing I was working for. The biggest thing I just wanted was an opportunity to mess up or do great things.
Right,
But
right.
I just
right.
needed the opportunity, and I felt like nobody was genuinely trying to give me the shot, give me a opportunity to even just listen. So when somebody came and listened, and we started going in the direction, I was just like, yo, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just head first into it because it's like I'm already was going head first in it. Now I got somebody else that's willing to go head first in it that know more about it than I do.
Right.
So it's just like, all right. So it's not just, you know, it's just deeper than that. So it's like that's that moment that just changed everything because it set me on a path Cause I didn't, like I said, I didn't never really know what I wanted to be. I just knew I wanted to be a big deal. That set me on a path of becoming a CEO, being an owner. Like now I can stand and look at other bosses in the face, like, and feel comfortable, you know, just because like
CEO talk.
I'm doing it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping inspire people, and I'm like, that's what I feel like a real boss is somebody who inspire people to do better and put them in situations to win. Like it's not I don't have to take care of you to be a boss. I just gotta put you in a situation you take care of yourself. But I got you. I helped you get there. But you did it. You did the work, not me. I just assisted you.
Right.
I just showed you how to do it. But you did it. Like she's not writing the music. I am.
You got to put that
But
work
she's selling it. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like
Yep.
everybody play their role, and once you learn your role, knowledge of one, you learn who you are, the better you be. The knowledge of one, no gimmicks. And I feel like that's the problem. They don't know who they are.
All right, so also this is like the networking part of the interview. So there's a few questions I want to make sure I ask before we get out of here. So if you had chose one networking tip, what would that be?
Talking. Because a lot of people don't talk.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people, like you said, be afraid to hear the word no, or be afraid that they gonna get, you know, somebody gonna be Hollywood on them, or they gonna get dissed.
It happens sometimes.
It happens.
You
It's
gotta
part of the
deal with it.
game, bro. It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
But people, you know, talking to people.
I had somebody dip out on an interview once.
They be like that. Listen,
You
Trying to
know
run
what
for
I'm
the
talking
plug, huh?
listen.
I ain't gonna put them out there right now.
It be like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, that's what all I would say is just talking. But not just talking to just talk, but talking to, you know, get something across and listen to not just respond, but to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
because people don't do that. So that's what I would say.
It's facts. That's why companies out here pay millions of dollars just to see what you think about, how you think, how you move, how you do things, because they're trying to plug you into the outlet. You know what I'm saying? They
Trying
get
to-
that run currency flow.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, man.
So who's the best networker you know?
The best networker I know,
Mm-hmm. And why did you choose that person?
probably be my homeboy Boogie.
Boogie?
My homeboy Boogie. Boogie could talk to anybody in any setting, any situation. Like, when I say doing ratchet shit with my ratchet friends, that's my ratchet friend. And he could just click it on and off like that. Like, but he could talk to anybody. I've seen it.
That's what's up.
And it's just crazy. It's amazing to me. Like, like he could get he could just chill with anybody from the reddest of the redneck to the most gulliest street people to the dude who go to country clubs. Like, he's just just one of his gifts. So that's probably be like
He's
the
that
top.
chameleon. You know, he can
Like-
blend with
That
any
sounds like
situation.
somebody I know.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Yeah. I feel you. Throughout your career, how important is it to have mentors and masterminds and people to be behind you that's going to give you that proper influence?
Man, I've only had probably two, maybe two mentors. Because a lot of things I learned just by Google University,
Right.
Google, YouTube. I go look it up myself, go to the library myself. But to have a mentor makes life so much easier because it's somebody that's been through it already.
Right.
So it just be like, don't get me wrong, you still got that side of you that's like, well, man, maybe they don't know what they talking about. Let me see. And then you get knocked across the head one time, you be like, okay, maybe they was right. I should start listening. So, but to have a mentor, I feel like if I would have had a mentor day one, I probably would have been
To the top.
I would have been long, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else. But
sometimes it takes. How long do you think it took you to find your mentor? I was gonna say sometimes it takes time to find your mentor.
I found them, but then I didn't run into them again for 3 years. So my mentor, it probably took me about 3 years. Outside of my old boy, outside of my dad just giving me his game. Outside of that, my mentor, she didn't come along for 3 years after she.
Was it a hard 3 years?
No, well, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah and no because I love learning. Like I'm a reader. Like I read before I watch the videos or TV. Like I'm a reader. So I just read a lot of stuff to learn the game. So I wouldn't be, but I didn't know everything. And then my mentor kind of taught me the rest of the game and still teaching me because like now we kind of learning together because we on some levels that we just
haven't touched before.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
it
be
happens like that.
Situations.
Wow, like because you just learn stuff about the game and you just be like, if I would have known this like 2 years ago, oh Lord,
I would have been same here. It's like if I would have put in the work that I did, like with the streaming and stuff, like years ago when I thought this stuff was impossible to learn. You know what I'm saying? So,
but everything happens for a reason.
It does. And Corona happened, and I learned it. That was it. You know what I'm saying? There's no stopping now. You feel me?
And that's crazy because like, no matter, like you said, no matter how many doors close, like, cause you know whoever be going through rough times, like everybody go through them. But it's like, for every time something crazy has happened, like really crazy that like almost felt like it almost, you know, took us out the game. Something like 1,000 things just come out of nowhere.
Good things.
Just because what you say, you gotta weather the storm. Because once you weather the storm, you know what I'm saying, you get to come out on the other side. And every time a storm is over, what happened? The sun come out.
Exactly. The sunshine.
So it's just like if you could weather the storm, you can make it.
That's real.
And that's just how I felt. And I got, like I said, I got that from reading about the people that I looked up to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really read these people's book, these real people's story about how they came from nothing, how they really had to really struggle, really slept on floors. And it's just like, yo, my story is so much similar to it. So it's like, all right, I get it. They had to wait umpteen amount of years or however long because their blessing was totally different. What you say to me all the time, and I can say this to me all the time, you don't know when you're ready. God does.
That's real.
God knows when you're ready. So when God know when you're ready and God push that button and say you ready, everything's gonna go exactly how it's supposed to go. So until then, just do everything you can in between time. And that's just what we doing. Shout out my team.
That's what's up, man. Shout out your team, man. Shout out to K1ng Radio.
Definitely.
If you moved to a new place and lost all your current connects, what would be your start? I mean, where would you start at building a whole new network?
The street.
Okay.
I would be straight in the street. I would be in every, if we talking about music, I'd be in every studio, every club. I would just do exactly what I did.
Okay.
I would just do it over.
That's what's up.
Ain't nothing wrong with starting over. Sometimes you need to start over. You probably make it better.
Now, did you get that grinding from the military, or you already had that built into you beforehand?
I got it from my grandparents and my parents, because my grandparents owned a store and my grandfather owned a bar.
Okay.
So when I was young, I used to have to work in these places. So I'm working in the store, I'm working in a bar, and I had to earn money. Like when I got a PlayStation, I had to buy it. I had to earn it. Like I remember for like my 4th or 5th birthday, my grandfather bought me a vacuum cleaner to vacuum the stairs. So it's like I always had to hustle. I always had to work for mine. So it's like that's just always been my mentality and always been my vibe. Is like I gotta work to get whatever it is I want. So they kind of put that in me. Like I'm talking about, remember Cleveland? They had me shoveling snow, and I'm like 6 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I did that a lot in Queens.
You know, when I used to live in Kentucky, I had to train horses. Like I had to train horses with my uncle, pick tobacco.
Wow.
Like
how was that picking tobacco?
Fucking terrible. Fucking listen. Picking tobacco's fucking terrible. Training horses could kill you. Because if you don't know what you're doing, or listen, horses are assholes. Like for real. Like if a horse don't like you, bro, he gonna kick the shit out of you.
He gonna fill your energy all up.
What you see in the movies on how horses kick people is true.
It's real.
Yeah,
it's real. And I'm talking about that's just one leg. So just think about
my
two.
question is, does it hurt with the steel horseshoe
Bruh,
or without?
I've never been kicked by a horse. I've never been kicked by a horse. All I needed to do was see a dog be kicked by a horse, and I never stood behind a horse.
Really?
ever. I never will.
How far that dog went?
Far.
Damn. But
That dog was dead. That dog, it broke his ribs. Like, he kicked the
Rest
shit
in
out of his
peace.
dog. Like, you gotta think about it.
They
This
got
is
strength.
a 1,000 pound animal, and he lives on its legs,
All day.
Wow.
and it kicks you. Come on,
It's
bro.
over.
You're done.
It's over.
You're
Plus they already got metal. I mean
The horseshoes on the bottom of
Yeah,
their
that's
feet.
what I'm saying.
So,
With or without the horseshoe, how you like it?
But still, that's true. They hoofs are already high.
You know?
Right.
so it's like I've been a hard worker like my whole life, and then when I was in the military, I was a medic. So they call us a corpsman because the Marine Corps doesn't have a medical department, and the Marine Corps is a department of the Navy. So the Navy gives the Marine Corps medical, and we would call hospital corpsman. So I'm a combat medic. So I would be wherever the Marines went, that's where I went. And I was the one taking care of them, patching them up, making sure they came back home. So
Wow.
that was my job.
So you saw a lot of blood.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I saw what I saw. I saw a couple.
Well, much
things.
blessings
of
to you
things.
because you was helping a lot of soldiers out there getting patched up, whatever the situation was. You know what I'm saying?
But that
a lot of discipline.
not paying attention to it at the
Yeah.
time, but then just to think about now what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Now my job for a living is to help artists.
Yeah.
When I went to the military, my job was to help other
Soldiers,
people.
Yeah.
So it's just like my thing is I think that's probably one of my gifts is like I just like helping people, and I feel like my life is like a testimony because I did a lot of stuff. I should not be here, but I'm here, and I'm
It's a blessing.
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
It's a
Blessings
Life
on
is
top
a
of blessings,
testimony
bro.
because you have a story to tell, you know. So it's straight up that, you know, you have a good story to tell. You're doing great things. So much respect to that.
We trying over here, man. We working.
Hey, you ain't trying. You consistent, man.
Say less, say
You're
less.
humble with it. And that's
Say
good,
less.
you know. And just much more blessings to your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Man, thank you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all for, you know, having me come out here. Cause, you know, like I said, I always known and always saw how Newkirk would always show love. And, you know, Naka was like, I think Buddy fuck with you. And I was like, bet I fuck with him too then. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, we got this interview. We do. I said, say less. I made sure, you know, we was here and we did our thing. And it's like I said, I love who love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's just like,
yeah.
I rock with that. So you support me. I'm coming first quarter.
Man, when it feels like family, man, it's family. You know what I mean? It's not Olive Garden, it's family. But yeah, man. So,
Golden Corral type family.
you feel me? You feel me? So today, our very special guest was the man himself, K1ng Zoe. Man,
Nope.
he's more than an artist. He's an entrepreneur, philanthropist. Man, he's a radio host. He's a radio executive, owner. He's a darn a record label executive as well, man. My brother here has put a lot of work in, and I want to make sure we give the roses to you right now, my G.
Actually, we need to
'Cause,
get
you
some
know,
hand claps
we're gonna
right now. You know
oh
what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
ain't lying, man. We
'Cause
definitely
we
gonna
need
do
more-
that. We definitely gonna do
Every
that.
time we
man.
bring
We
somebody
definitely
here
gonna
is
do
great.
that.
So
Yeah. So I mean, I want to thank you for coming on behind backstage, my G, because it was great. It was a great conversation, man, and that's what we really love and want to have and get from the people. And you brought it to us, man. I mean, from the artist for the people. You feel me? And you brought that great conversation right there with us, and I enjoyed the vibe. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you again for coming on here, man. And this is behind backstage, my G. We're gonna go ahead and put play one of your tracks. Actually, what video we just played? The
Yeah.
I want to play a video real quick. What other video did you? Oh, you said the
Feeling amazing. 7 Trey. And you know, big things is on the way. Ooh, I like that.
yeah, that was a nice setup right there. He's like, hold up.
So, you know, we just working. Always gonna stay busy. And go get Season of Revenge out right now, everywhere.
Yeah, straight on Spotify. I was just playing it straight on from Spotify, man. I want to make sure you get them daggone spins.
We need all
Yes,
that.
You know,
We
yes.
need
we
all that.
got it rotation right now while we talking. We playing it. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes. But before
So-
you put it on, DJ, like,
ahead.
you know, before we end this out, I just want you to give out your contact information, all your contact information, so people can get in contact with you too.
Okay, well, follow me on all social media at K1ng Zoe _A20. if you want to book me, you want to do some business, hit up Anaka Dixon. She's right over there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to if you want to do business with K1ng Radio, hit up my program director Naya J. And we gonna make sure you win.
This is a beautiful Anaka. Yo, shout out to her and her her acting inside what was that, Feeling Amazing?
Absolutely.
She was getting her role in, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Did a great job. Cameo, you was acting, girl. Do your thing. Go ahead, man. And I was gonna ask you right there also with that. What about you, man? Are you gonna go ahead and get into acting? Are you rocking with that? What's going
on? I'm into whatever. I like entertaining, and I'm learning how to separate the two and become an actor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, what you say? Anaka like to tell me. She say sometimes you fight with keeping it just be so much of you and not understanding sometimes you gotta turn into the character to entertain, because you're an entertainer.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you say. Fighting with keeping it real, because sometimes you gotta be the entertainer, and the entertainer job is to entertain.
Right.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I'm just who I am as a person. You just be like, I'm chill. I sit back, you won't even know I'm there. But she like, nah, you King Zoe, nigga.
You gotta represent, you
ain't gonna waste your talents, man.
Yeah,
you gotta represent.
So sometimes she made me tell me about, sometimes like when it's time to be King Zoe, don't be so humble. So that's something I'm working on myself, is learning, when to cut that humble on and when to cut that humble off a little bit and turn up on you one time. So I'm getting better with it, because like I said, just my personality, how I was, is always in a cut, chilling.
That's it.
There's nothing wrong with the cuts.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, it's your boy DJ Newkirk, man. We about to go ahead and end this behind backstage right now, man, with my man King Zoe. You know what I mean? That's 7 Trey. Well, Iceberg Billion. Is it Iceberg Billionaire, right?
Yeah, Iceberg Billion.
Iceberg Billion. You know what I'm saying?
Bird.
Ice Billion Bird.
I pop my bad bird.
Ice Billion Bird.
He from the Miami area, right?
Yeah.
Miami,
He
from the
305?
crib.
Oh, that boy spitting.
But listen, that's the reason why I wanted to put him on this song. This song 7 Trey is about donks. Like I said, the whole season of Revenge is a story. Like, get your money, you get a car, and this is like a dream for a down south brother. It's a donk. So, and then Bird was one of the original dunk riders in the group with Trick Daddy Dunk Riders.
Oh yeah.
He was the youngest one in it, so that
was one of the influencers as well.
Yeah, he was one of the cats we came up watching, and we seen like, yo, this cat's, we seen this dude like doing some dope stuff who's like around our age, and we was just like, yo, this is hard. So when I got the opportunity to do a song with him, I was like, I already knew what song I wanted to put him on, because I feel like 7 Trey is a classic, and it's gonna be one of them songs.
It's going to be a classic.
It's gonna be one of them songs.
It is already a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
It's gonna be one of those.
Sent one of them drinks. Like right now, I want you to check out my man. Shout out to Adion. Shout out to Kid Coles. Everybody out there. I want you to check out this movie called Conflicted.
Right.
And it's on Amazon Prime right now. It's got my man Adion in it. It's got West Side Gun in it. It's got Benny the Butcher. It's a Griselda Films movie, right? Bruh, my man Adion he's from Buffalo, New York. They shut off from Buffalo. And
he played as Valentine.
He played as Valentine.
He wasn't no Valentine.
What?
Big shout out to Adion.
Shout out to
Valentine.
I'm gonna play his video before we get out of here after I play this joint. But yo, listen, man, I want you to check out that movie, Conflicted.
Conflicted. You said it's on what?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah. We bought it. We paid for it like a couple months ago so we could see because there was supposed to be a feature, rollout, because of Corona. They couldn't do it like the star-studded event. Yeah. So they had to go ahead and they wrote it out on Ustream, and then they went ahead and put it on Amazon Prime.
It's actually doing good, because I know some people that went on there and told me that they saw that movie on there, Conflicted. I was like, really? Y'all saw it? They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man. Y'all should watch it, because
we
it's
interviewed
real.
the whole cast. Well, I'm sorry, we missed a couple people, but we had majority like 8 of the people from the cast on. you know what I'm saying, via Zoom, and we interviewed him down here, and it was a great interview. We had Jay Holiday on.
That's
It's a lot of great people, man. So it's a blessing to have that opportunity there, man. Shout out to my man Adion, A.K. Reed, Deuce King, the writer. You know what I'm saying, Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, like everybody out there, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to check out this 7 Trey, though. This is that Miami right now. This is that thing, right, man. If you don't know about them dunks, you about to find about it right now. Check it out, man. This is that 7 Trey. Out.
Exclusive on Behind Backstage.
Man, rest in peace to Made Nigga 954, man.
All right, peace.
Love and respect. Made nigga 954.
Rest in peace.
All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was the dunk with the funk. Spray that bit down with candy. Make sure that you at the flake. King on the license plate. Wood grain and some tint just to hide a player face. Few Cubans on my neck. You can tell I'm getting paid. Drop the top on them. All this ice, I don't need shade. Hypnotized by them blades while I'm creeping down the block. 9 on my laptop, AK in that trunk. Try me if you won't, jit. My vibe don't interrupt it. Can I live? Can I chill? Sipping, spinning the wheel. Ain't trying to do the dash. We ain't got no need to rush. Roll through, start up a fuss. Hey, niggas wish they was us. Laughing while we feel like all I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 true. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track.
K1ng Zoe, what it do? Whoa. I swear all I ever wanted was a 7 tray to ride to school. I wanted a don't so bad, I went and got me a deuce. I wanted a don't so bad, I got the first one I seen. A Dade County street dream came true. Ooh wee, never pressed about speed. I wanted to drive to the Keys. 4-5 on the sea, AC on freeze. Real leather, no pleather, paint wet as the sea. The young in the foreign game second to me. Trump beating, the people on my street ain't getting no sleep. Because of this Chevy, my neighborhood forever know me. A real coming through, old school Impala coupe. Swoop in the back window, feeling like my Uncle Moose. A game changing, lane changing ass name billion. I might go put the mother stars in the ceiling. Going hard on Collins, leave it parked for the this shit, I dropped it for the
all I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track. All I ever wanted was a 7 track. 7 track.
I love to learn. I'm a good student.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to lie about it and be like, yo, you know, I'm the biggest. Nah, bro.
That shit happened to me when I went to Colombia. I'm talking about the country.
Right.
I went to Medellin with Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
You can talk to the mic now.
Huh?
We back on.
Oh, we back
talk
on?
back on the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought we was just talking all the side shit. But yeah, I went to Colombia and I didn't, you know, I'm from New York. I'm a Puerto Rican, you know, and we speak like they say
It's a different
Ebonics,
Spanish.
and it's a different Spanish.
Listen,
Yeah.
it is a different Spanish. Shout out my old lady.
Yeah.
She's Puerto Rican, and I have homeboys who's like from Venezuela,
Yes.
Colombia,
Yes.
and I'm like, yo, y'all speak a total different. So I had got in trouble. Please don't take it the wrong way.
Nah, nothing.
Because listen, this was my ignorance, right? At the time,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what type of Spanish are you? Right, and my girl got so mad at me, and I was just like, "Why'd you get mad at me for saying that?" I was like, "She was like, because Spanish is a language."
Exactly.
It's not a person.
Nope.
She took offense to it.
She took offense to it. And
Exactly.
But you didn't.
I didn't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's like saying, what type of black are you?
Right? That's how she said it. And I was just
no,
like,
I'm
yo.
being facts. It's just that's how they look at it.
Yeah.
Because Puerto Ricans, Colombians, El Salvadorians, Central America, South America, they all have a different dialect and
Cubans,
language.
They all different.
You know, and they all have different ways of doing stuff, but they all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the islands.
Yeah.
Like Jamaican, Haiti, Trinidad, they all
Tortola,
they all
St. Lucia,
different,
yeah.
But they all the same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
There
me?
you go.
That's true.
Yes.
It's like they all understand. It's
they
like
can understand.
so it's like, you know,
It's
I
kind of
feel
like
you.
you know,
different
like,
difference to similarities.
yes,
That's
like,
kind of what it's the
just like
balance.
a person. I feel like a person from New York and a person from Miami
Mm-hmm.
could kind of coexist with or somebody from Miami could go to New York and survive.
Yeah.
Somebody from New York come out here and survive
Yeah,
because it's so many similarities between the two. You understand? Now
That's
here
real.
we got more space, but it's just a lot of similarities between Miami and New York.
It
If
is.
you ever been up to both
is.
of them and really hung out, it's a lot of similarities when it
Yeah.
comes to the people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Niggas in New York is aggressive.
Oh,
Niggas
yeah.
in Miami is aggressive.
Very aggressive.
All day. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You good.
That's what I say,
yeah.
people. Yeah, because you good where you at. You know what I'm saying? If you real, recognize real. And that's just how it flows. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be fake.
You
for
can't.
so
It's only a
long,
matter of
bruh.
time when they see that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see that and they're going to understand like, all right, nah, I can't click with that motherfucker right now.
Yeah, because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Bruh.
Since we talking about real, man, this is a real artist. I was just telling you about Adion. Like, he is the actor in Conflicted, but this video is from his album. He said his album's going to be a movie, but
Yeah,
he went
definitely a
ahead.
movie.
He had to do, I think, like 7 to 9 years, you know,
Go
for
home. Don't go back.
yeah, and
Yes, sir.
so he, he came out, and this is one of his first songs that was released, and then we exclusively had it here first. So I want to make sure you check it out because you got to go ahead and get that on King Radio, man.
Okay.
K1ng Radio, man. So check this out.
It's a movie.
Is it K1 or King Radio?
K1ng
K1ng
Radio.
K1ng Radio.
But everybody say King, and I don't really get mad at them because that's exactly what it is. But it's K1ng Radio.
K1ng.
'Cause I wanted to be like a call sign,
Yeah.
like the WBK, the WB. Yeah, I wanted to be like that. But King, K1ng, they get the point.
They got
know
it.
what it is.
Yeah.
Crown on the top of the one.
Always, because
Yes,
you can't
sir.
rule over many till you rule over
Uh-huh.
the most important one.
Yourself. Let's go.
See, that's why I love that because that's my logo.
Shout out to Adion, man.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's the crown over everything.
Thank God
It's
I'm
the world
free.
that wears
That's the name
crown,
of the
not
song. It's called
individual.
TGIF. Thank God I'm free.
Thank God I'm free. Tell Bruce it looked like
Oh yeah, like it's a movie.
I was almost lost in the system. Now I ain't got nothing left to get him. Up in that jail cell, remorseful. Now I can't look back. I thank God I'm free.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Thank the good Lord I'm free.
Them people try to keep me.
And I ain't going back no more.
Worst day of my life, night chasing a light. Time I can get back, shit, I put that on my strike. World on my back, yeah, that's where I put that. Ramen noodles chefing up here, where the cook at? Murder charges weighing heavy, manslaughter took that. Y'all thought I set the idol for the judge to throw the book at? All I did was study law, work out, study more. Worked out, I studied y'all, fuck y'all think I studied for? I'm fighting for my motherfucking life like it's no tomorrow, you motherfucking right. And I ain't seen my family in 8 years. Too late to cry, nigga, no tears. And I fucking hate the food they serve here. Crooked ass warden, he needs a chair. 2 shanks and candy bar for bank in the CeeLo game. I'm from the Kilo gang, nigga.
I was almost lost in the system. Now I ain't got nothing left to get him. Up in that jail cell, remorseful. Now I can't look back. I thank God I'm free. Thank the good Lord I'm free. And I ain't going back no more.
Can't lie, short niggas stood tall. Big niggas around me, 2 knives on the yards. The guards paid them all.
green dot credit cards. In the streets is red dots on your sweater, y'all. So I ain't sweated, y'all. No, nigga, not at all. Loud niggas on they bars, I'm screaming, knock it off. Or when the cell pop, I'ma grab my lot. Put it in a sock, nigga, might crack your jaw. Many lonely nights, nothing to eat. Wrapping up a piece of cold steel in my bed sheets. I'm prepared for beef, prepared for the thief. Thinking shit is sweet, I'm really from the streets. This shit I live and breathe. Y'all don't know the shit I seen. Dead bodies, COs taping off the murder scene. This shit's a living hell, living in this dirty cell. Hands to my face, why the fuck did Lonnie tell?
I was almost lost in the system. Now I ain't got nothing left to get him. Up in that jail cell, remorseful. Now I can't look back, I thank God I'm free. Thank the good Lord I'm free. And I ain't going back no more.
I'm free now, free child shit. In the free world, mingling with the free girls. Fucking all the freak girls. What is a nigga free for? What you think the heat for? Please don't make me relapse, go back. I'm free now, nigga, I thank the Lord for that. Got that monkey off my motherfucking back. Those facts. No more trading phone calls for my snacks. Now I'm back, these bitches don't know how to act. $1,000 jeans, red bottom kicks. I get the same pair of shit for my bottom bitch. Then we disappear, baby, we up out of here. She like this all night, no bitches all year.
I was almost lost in the system. Now I ain't got nothing left to get him. Up in that jail cell, remorseful. Now I can't look back, I thank God I'm free. Thank the good Lord I'm free.
I'm back.
And I ain't going back no more. I was almost lost in the system. Now I ain't got nothing left to get him. Up in that jail cell, remorseful. Now I can't look back, I thank God I'm free.
Boy, King Zoe in the building, man.
Pulling me down, let me go. 'Cause I don't wanna drown. Pulling me down, let me go. Both feet up on the ground now. Let everybody know that I'm back home. I get my feet on the ground. Yeah. So when
You up, they feel they up. Everything.
That's that boy AK Reeds, man.
Boy, and y'all football team looking good.
Yeah, but them boys out there grinding, man.
Griselda came and was
A monster.
Was
Yeah.
really rapping.
Yeah.
They've been rapping.
Bars.
We got a mall called the Galleria Mall that's up there. Yeah, back in our hometown, and they went and they just opened up
Talking to
Buffalo
Mike.
Kid. Oh, I was just home. They just
We like commentating.
Griselda, I mean, if you go on Westside Gun, go on to his Instagram. They opened up Buffalo Kids. So they have a store that's there inside the mall now, and it was like a big ass turnout. So everybody was coming there, and they were getting their autographs, everything like that. But they have all the artwork, because Westside, he's very into like the artwork and everything like that. He loves art. Wrestling, that type of stuff. I mean, that's the homie. That's Alvin.
Yeah.
We all grew up with him.
So I told them, I was telling them about the great Alvin Spites. I was telling them about my guy. I was like, this our guy, man. I miss my guy, bro. He was a different breed, man. He was a dope. But like I said, man, y'all just been Baltimore, Buffalo has just been like, Griselda just came through with a whole different wave of energy, and they rapping.
They've been putting in that work for a long time. If you look at just their catalog,
Yeah,
you put up the catalog one day, and it's albums after albums after albums after albums, and you ain't just been looking at it like, what? I don't even know. But that's just what you've been doing. They just been building up that stuff.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you keep on building up something. Eventually, something's gonna have to be formed. It's gotta be something. Somebody gonna blow.
Yeah. So, yo, we out of here, man. God bless y'all, man. It's behind Backstage, man. And I gotta say peace.
Deuces.
Bless. joint on, man.
The same song, what the pussy motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, for all the misunderstood. I told mama fuck Section 8, but hated motherfuckers gave it to us anyway. And Juicy Juice and Block of Cheese became my
the
little
buffalo.
homie. My 7 know it's why bleeding ain't a thing funny. My man homie keep a broom, they call him street sweeper. He hit a nigga block away and made his feet leave him. The heat beat him, so a nigga holla D-Way. My UD, I keep a couple hundred on me. And you'll see this the season of the underdogs. We get together, have a real nigga man march. I scream Trayvon, that's what I holla though. And every young black man that never came home. The same song, what the pussy motherfucker singing. We tired of that, and the shit about to start to ringing. You picture that? I talked to Pastor, he told me to chill. And talk to God, I talk to God, but no a nigga will. Let's spin the wheel, yeah. Hey, listen. Salute. Never let them get you down, you hear me? You always gotta hold your head up through all the bullshit, you feel what I'm saying? They gonna tell you can't do a lot, your teacher. Sometimes it's gonna be your mama and your daddy. Your homie, they ain't gonna believe you. You gotta do you gotta get up and get it. Pray to God every day, get out here and get this money. If you got kids, take care of them. And remain a real nigga. Remain a solid female. Yeah. There shouldn't be no plot to scheming for your money. Get out there and get it if you're a hustler. I wanna cry, but my tears saying out of order. My 9 to 5 is Burger King, I'm about to test the water. And hit the border, I told Poppy I'm a loyal nigga. I rock a T before I rock a fucking heel figure. You get the picture, all my go-getters throw it up. And tell your hustle muscle on if you know what's up. The chain gang took a toll on the young nigga. I fought them back and let my mind see the bigger picture. They fucking with you through the night, they holler count time. And in the morning make your bed before the sun shine. You reading letters with perfume, got your dick hard. I gotta get my shit together, man, this shit hard. For all you suckers telling lies, thinking shit sweet, you better have your ass a seat, all my niggas eat. What I can tell you, keep your guard and your gang with you. You pack your pistol, stay the far fuck away from snitches. Let's get a moment of silence for Nipsey. Run it. All right, let's get it. Yeah. Shouts out to my homie Nipsey. Yeah. Hey, y'all pop a bottle if y'all mess with him. And it come from all the real ones all over the world, homie. We gon' keep the name alive. Yeah. Last time that I checked, I heard that the real back in style. I turned around and looked, then I smiled. Last time that I checked, the hustlers always getting to the money. They taking care of family, nothing funny. Last time that I checked, we standing on the couch and popping bottles. We celebrating life full throttle. Last time that I checked, every day I'm repping same gang, and every day we see the same thing. Last time that I checked, the hood still screaming silk nip, and you ain't even gotta be a crip. I tell you, life's a trip. We steady mobbing, we moving, we never gooking. We ducking the police, but the homies done started shooting. The streets ain't safe no more, so the homeless done started moving. How you die when you was born? Hey, tell me that I'm delusional. We fighting for our freedom, our people come from Jerusalem. I'm repping for the real, no fooky boogie, we do it up, yeah. And I'ma still rep for you, whoa. I buy the whole jets for you, whoa. No capping, you know. Your wifey and your kids, they blessed. You left your heart with them gangster. God got them the best. Played your part in the gangster, you could go ahead and rest. This one was hard for a gangster, cause you wanted the best, yeah. The streets, they'll never be the same. From Miami to Slauson, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Yeah. R.I.P. to Nipsey, Ball, Eli Rare, Big Fresh Will, Chinaman, all the real niggas worldwide. Your homies and my homies. You already know how it go. Same gang.
Last time that I checked, music's supposed to be there and playing, and I'm gonna make sure we stop playing. All right, so check this out, man. This is the Teamsters, man, from Buffalo, New York, man. This joint is fire, man. Shout out to all three of them, man. Adion, Ponzo, and Caps, man. This is fire. Shout out to Buffalo, New York.
Done. It's Cap. Get your shit stopped like a block shot. It's hot in the block. Keep it cool like a crock pot. Listen, the sharks in the water, snakes on land. I'm pressure in the buff. You gotta understand, like picking your mans up. Really though, they really wanna know. Them niggas spitting fiction. One blow, turn the gas on, light a match in the kitchen. Put the blow on the stove, get the mixing. Itching, scratching like a DJ. That's how you know the dog food grade A. Boss up, quit your 9 to 5 on payday. Cop a 9, multiply it 4 times. That's a key in the game. Boss, what you know about busting the pack? Break it down, turn it 1 to 1.5, pressing it back. I can show you how to do it, homie. But this game's for a fee, not free. You gon' owe me. What's it worth to you? What's it worth to you?
You're locked into WSAR. Strong Arm Radio. Plays of the hottest hip-hop and R&B.
I'm a boss like B.O.S.S. Nigga try to test it, must got a death wish. My shows enter and exit, knock our intestines. Now let's see if my toast, the only thing you ate for breakfast. Connected with the makings, met a plug on vacation. We was getting caking while y'all was still hating. Y'all was still playing while we was elevating. Had to charge a Tesla truck at Atlantic Station. Take a 9 out the brick, then I recompress it. That dog so raw, nigga I can stretch it. When I enter the game, already had an exit. Get rich and get out, I hope you get the message.
What you know about busting the pack? Break it down, turn it 1 to 1.5, pressing it back. I can show you how to do it, homie. But this game's for a fee, not free. You gon' owe me. What's it worth to you? Huh? What's it worth to you? Really? What's it worth to you? Huh? What's it worth to you? Come on.
In a relationship with cocaine. Whip game's insane. Hustle's the same. Blow out your brains, bang. Kurt Cobain, name. We don't drive in the same lane. We don't deal with the same change. We adapt with the price change. Drop it down, raise it up. Shit, we still get rich as fuck. Suit yourself, we don't give a fuck. Long as y'all niggas come cop from us. Yeah, we the real deal hustlers. Yeah, we the real deal smugglers. Traffickers, packagers. Yeah, y'all niggas come fuck with us. Hide on the money, no angel dust. Where you gonna hide when we aim, we bust? For the almighty dollar and coke we trust. For the almighty dollar, putting coke on the truck. For the almighty dollar, put the coke on the bus. We armored up in the armor truck. Try to come get us, got arms with us.
I got that dope in the pie. Watch it drop when it live. On my hip is a glide. Play with me and get shy. Spin the block on the eyes. Last time 2 got dry. Thought wanna give me the box. I just settled for the top. I just met a plug in Houston. My weight up like I'm juicing. My hood bitch, she be boosting. My young boy, he be shooting. Draw had them bricks going for 50. That money bring power like 50. Plug coming to America with 50. Prince Hakeem, I keep me a semi. Ball hard like full court. Eat an appetizer, I'm the full course. In Atlanta, riding around in the Porsche. Said them horses make her pussy moist. Work straight drop, we call it ready. Another lick OD'd off the Fetty. I get money, I'm never thinking petty. Spin a block, 2 shot already. I got that dope in the pie. Watch it drop when it live. On my hip is a glide. Play with me and get shy. Spin the block on the eyes. Last time 2 got dry. Thought wanna give me the box. I just settled for the top. I got that dope in the pie. Watch it drop when it live. On my hip is a glide. Play with me and get shy. Spin the block on the eyes. Last time 2 got dry. Thought wanna give me the box. I just settled for the top. Her pussy getting wet while she suck me. If she lucky, I might let her fuck me. Hit her from the back, then hit my Dougie. Now I got her open like a custody. Clipped your man, you ain't do shit. 8 ball side pocket pool stick. You stop playing with me. Yeah. Trick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run in your spot. Trick, stop playing with me. I could've had
some haters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them haters always on go, they ain't playing around. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some haters come run in your spot. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some haters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them haters always on go, they ain't playing around. Chick, stop playing with me. Couldn't let them do it to you, but we let them rock. Chick, stop playing with me. Because you gave me every reason they come get you dropped. Chick, stop playing with me. But why would I let them touch you just cause you ain't no better? Why would I risk all this money that I could be making and just let you mess up this cheddar? Chick, stop playing with me. I want a new whip, P, you ain't hear no TikTok. Chick, stop playing with me. They tryna see a new wife, so they be on wristwatch. Chick, stop playing with me. My hitters blow big gas like they live in a pit stop, making they wrist lock. And they get money cause we on a mission, won't stop till this shit stop. Won't say no names, but this shit can get dangerous. No hitters that rock with a Draco. No a little shorty, she down with whatever. No, she do whatever I say so. Once I get this sec, I'm just gon' run it up and I'm gon' treat that shit like it's Play-Doh. I'm not with the rah-rah, if it ain't about money, I'm telling them I still away go. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run in your spot. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them hitters always on go, they ain't playing around. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run in your spot. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them hitters always on go, they ain't playing around. Won't take no chances, I know that I go for my hitters with reckless abandon. Won't stop till I drop and I get enough money to just go and buy us a mansion. I rock with the hitters that rock with me, can't switch my side so they know where I'm standing. Them hitters play risky so I match their energy, cause why the fuck would I chance it? Wish it a these like guns, if I pass on the ratchet I know that he blaming. I got a homie, he good with the cause for the law if you rock with the scamming. I got a homie like Tony Montana with ARs, he doing some damage. I don't feel sorry for hitters that turning the ops on my life they been planning. I just been eating, I can't handle slacking, you know I can't roll with the leeches. Cause all the threats you be throwing, I don't take serious, you know I'm facetious. I'm just gon' cook like a chef with the recipe, learn this shit, I ain't gon' teach it. Trust been a strong word and I know I can never let all these hitters breach it. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run in your spot. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them hitters always on go, they ain't playing around. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run in your spot. Chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some hitters come run up your block. So chick, stop playing with me. I could've had some shorties to come lay you down. Chick, stop playing with me. Cause them hitters always on go, they ain't playing around. Chick, stop playing with me. Chick, stop playing with me. And I am
Shout out that boy Stick It Raw. Talk to me.
Talk to me. Let me talk to me. Talk to me. Let me talk to me. Let me talk to me. Let me talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. Yeah. Money make that pussy talk. Yeah. Say money make that pussy talk. Ay. Money make that pussy walk. Yeah. Say money say that pussy walk.
I feel like the best out of my city. I feel like the best out of my city.
It's not illustrated.
Hey, look, I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas
You're locked into WSAR Strong Arm Radio.
Chill out, don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and that's on why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been trying to fish the real out. I feel like the best out of my city, no contesting it. Ain't no place for pussies, you get right or you get left with it. Got no time for niggas tryna talk my head to death and shit. Got no time for beef, on smoke and put his ass to rest and shit. I watch out for snakes, I'm from the garden. Where we play with rockets off the cool, but we ain't hardened. Hey, look, please just let me be, don't get me started. Nike, I just do it with this rap shit, I'm the hardest. Hey, look, I feel like a champion, not a lot to handle this. Any nigga playing like he tough, we gon' dismantle him. See just how I'm managing, opposition panicking. Niggas hit my phone, I be too busy, I ain't answering. I done went and really got my bands up. All I see is niggas that be sitting with their hands up. Hey, look, I done went and really got my bands up. All I see is niggas that be sitting with their hands up. Hey, look, cause I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas killin', show no pity. Cuz I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been tryna fish the real out. Niggas tryna beef the side of jealousy, probably cause they know that they ain't never getting next to me. Ay, just know you gon' fail, you get to testing me. Only hit my phone if it's about the bread especially. Ay, look, I've been tryna take off on these niggas, ain't no catching up. Cause I said it's beef to hit his phone cause he gon' wet him up. I come from the bottom of the barrel, now I'm stepping up. Took my time to plan out all my moves, now watch me level up. I done swear I made my own path with this shit. You niggas wanna buck, but I'm gon' last in this shit. And this for all you niggas that was laughing and shit. When I said it, I'ma treat it like my passion and shit. Look, I look out for snakes, I'm from the garden. When we play with rockets off the court like we was hardened. Ay, look, I look out for snakes, I'm from the garden. When we play with rockets off the court like we was hardened. Ay, look, I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas killin', show no pity. Cuz I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been tryna fish the real out. Gang.
Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Standing on the paper with my shoe. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. I can make it rain, watch the news. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Holding money to my head, me and money real intimate. Every time I pull up in something different. Hitters know me, dealers know me everywhere in Memphis. 20s on me, 50s on me, flipping through these Benjamins. I got whole problems, it's calling, I can't let them get to me. Breaking down pounds in the house, smoking out the pit. Feds watching it, talking, ooh, they tryna plot on me. I'm 201 popular, they watch me like binoculars. Ooh, was a runner, but I flipped it to a cool. I'm the same motherfucker with the juice. Bitch, I can make it rain, watch the news. Look how I'm standing on this paper with my shoes. Don't make it look cool. 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 Standing on the paper with my shoes. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. I can make it rain, watch the news. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Never took out gal shopping, but I seen them all topless, and they still all jocking, especially since my song dropping. Remember when I wasn't getting no profits, they thought I was just talking. Publishing company open up options, got your boy Memphis walking. Had it hard, broke them laws, hit this south, locked them jaws, pistol loaded in my drawers. Y'all flip bags, I flip balls, y'all flip bras, I hit miles. I'm on business answering Standing on this paper with my shoes. Don't I make it look cool? 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 Standing on this paper with my shoes. Don't I make it look cool? Don't I make it look cool? I can make it rain, watch the news. Don't I make it look cool? Don't I make it look cool?
Go, yeah, go. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. I'm with the team, smoking green, getting geek. Scanning the scene, looking for a cold freak. Some niggas hating, they don't know that I done peep. My eyes low, but check it, bro, I'm never asleep. I know you never heard of me, but I'm about to do some surgery. When I cut these motherfuckers, leave them bleeding burgundy. 911 emergency, no, it ain't no courtesy. Tell them blood clot, bitch, I'm about to leave a murder scene. It's like a switchblade, cut the check, we getting paid. Getting money by the minute, call it Minute Maid. Can't tell me nothing hard-headed like a bison. Getting soup, slicing and dicing, we nice, hey. So don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up.
Hold up, if you know me, then you know I'm lit. Especially when I'm on that fire green and expensive lit. I'm the type to blow a couple bands for the fuck of it. Only real niggas round me, I ain't with that sucker shit. I'm about that active, yeah, cut up like some cutlery. My face good in any hood, that's why no one can fuck with me. I could look bummy, still pull a bad bitch real comfortably. She would probably charge you, but for me, she gon' fuck for free. That's probably why I act up, that's probably why I be turning up. That's probably why I'm lit, and that's probably why I don't give a fuck. You ain't gotta like me, I guarantee I still cause them up. Careful how you talk about my name or you might just get stuck.
Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up.
I'm so focused, yeah, I'm so focused, hey, I'm so focused. Always on my grind, money in my mind, no list. Fuck with them, my time out. Bitch, a nigga like me don't stress. Songs when I roll out, and when I roll out, cut the wrist. Minus the linen is all on my chest. Bitch, I be smoking a lot of the best. Hold up, on my mind, yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Bitch, I'm never wasting time. Bitch, I'm always on my grind, and you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. Bitch, I been getting that money, it's all day. The nigga let me getting money the fast way. Call that bitch classy, doing it my way. Running gas on the highway. But you just see me, I'm flying, like a bird. If it's about money, I'm all in. That's my word. Swiping on cyber, they ballin'. Trips all around the world. City to city, all way your girl. She bless the boy, I guess it's a murder. Living every day like it's a first. Running the streets like I'm Sonic, just to get up the chronic, cause they callin'. Rolling around with the fire. Bitch, I got a gas, never no stalling. Man, I hustle all day. Bitch, I got them getting paid. We go vision on the plate. Bitch, I'm focused on weight. Always on my grind. Money in my mind list. Fuck with them, my time out. Bitch, a nigga like me doing stress. Songs when I roll out. And when I roll out of the wrist, minus the linen is all on my chest. Bitch, I be smoking gelato the best. Hey, hold up. On my mind, yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Bitch, I'm never wasting time. Bitch, I'm always on my grind. And you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. Yeah. Bitch, I been getting that money it's all day. All day. Nigga let me getting money the fast way. Call that bitch classy. Yeah. Doing it my way. Running gas on the highway. But you just see me, I'm flying.
Say the money is the root of all evil. But the evil come from the people. That's right. Where you wanna go, I can meet you. Yeah, I got a little something I can teach. That's right. Let me get the money for a feature. Yeah. Then we can build it up like a beat. My team done came from the bleachers. Now we in the game and we coming through your speakers. Money, 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 man, that's always on my mind. That's right. Funny, funny, funny. Y'all laugh at haters on the sideline. Hey, trying to take the prize. You fuck around and lose your life. Them broke folks bound to pull me over. Just hope they don't never take my rights. I'm so focused. I hear them talk that shit, but it's bogus. They know we coming with that ferocious. They don't wanna recognize, but they know this. Hey, bitch, you know this. Let's get it, get live.
Hold up. On my mind, yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Bitch, I'm never wasting time. Bitch, I'm always on my grind. And you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. Bitch, I been getting that money, it's all day. The nigga let me getting money the fast way. Call that bitch classy. Doing it my way. Running gas on the highway. If you just see me, I'm flying. Like a bird. Like a bird. Like a bird. Like a bird.
My grandma.
Tell her about the fuck.
Talking freedom?
Tell her about the fucking flex.
I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. Stayed in my lane, never creeped over. If you're in the way, I'ma leap over. Didn't want me in, so I sneak over. Came to the crib with a bag like a sleepover. Man, I'm gon' work till it hurt, don't care to sleep. I hustle hard, I don't care to leech. Money talk, I don't care to speak. She do the most, I don't care to least. Who real?
You're locked into WSAR. Strong Arm Radio. Blazing the hottest hip-hop and R&B.
Everybody racist, cash in my pocket, it used to be lit. Time to pick up, man, that package was sent. Smoking that gas like the rent. Born by a queen, I can't die by the bitch. No.
Yeah, I'm grinding cause I need blue bands. Always praying, think I need new hands. Cook up classics, then I feed my fans. Can't feed my ego, rather feed my fam. Chase these bands, I can't trust your mans. Used to hop out vans, now we shop out vans. Wash my hands and then I break my bread and then I bow my head and pray for my sins. My vision bigger than we can see. I eat the pussy with piquancy. If you lie to me, it's no keeping me. I'm about to level up on my frequency. I say my vision bigger than we can see. I eat the pussy with piquancy. If you lie to me, it's no keeping me. About to level up on my frequency and I'm gone. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. Listen, I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes. I just wanna free my guys. I just wanna free my mind. I just wanna free my soul. I just wanna free my vibes.
Hey, yo, Nep. Yo, Nep.
What's up, man?
Get up, nephew.
What's good?
Man, come on, you gonna be late for your one verse only tour. Get up, man. Come on,
Yo,
man.
I ain't gonna lie, fam. I had the best dream ever.
A dream?
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man. Come on, you gonna be late, dog. It's time to make that reality. Come on, let's go. I had to turn dreams to reality. For me to get I used to sell weed for my salary. Allergic to the hate, check the allergies. I made it out the hood, now they mad at me. I had to kill a game, what a tragedy. We used to serve fiends for the salary. If the father of mine could turn water to wine, then I could really turn dreams to reality. I had to turn dreams to reality. I used to sell weed for my salary. Allergic to the hate, check the allergies. I made it to the top, now they mad at me. If you say that I was fake, then you remember me wrong. You can't leave me alone, and please leave me alone. I'm still fighting bad guys for infinity stones. Smoking weed forever till I'm infinity stone. I got the spirit of a god running deep in my bones. Couple bad bitches running deep in my bone. They steady ringing my phone so they can get me alone. But since they never tell the truth, I tell them bitches be gone. They told me life is like chess, so I stay so wise. Play yourself, that's what happened when you play both sides. Girl, you could've had real, but you chose those guys. I clean the windows of my soul when I close both eyes. Don't ask me shit, nigga, touch your nose. Always keep it real when I'm bringing these flows. You know they saying these O's and now they claiming I'm rogue. And you ain't claiming your kids, but you be claiming these hoes. Now pay attention cause I cast alone, past the zone. Yeah, the past the wrong. Toss your album, then I trash your song. She glad I'm on, I smash alone, lasting long. See my dick kill depression like trazodone. Past the throne, had to kill a game, what a tragedy. We used to serve fiends for a salary. I made it out the hood, now they mad at me. Now sit back and watch me turn dreams to reality. I had to turn dreams to reality. I used to sell weed for my salary. Allergic to the hate, check my allergies. I made it out the hood, now they mad at me. I had to kill a game, what a tragedy. We used to serve fiends for the salary. If the father of mine could turn water to wine, then I could really turn dreams to reality. I had to turn dreams to reality. I used to sell weed for my salary. Allergic to the hate, check my allergies. I made it to the top, now they mad at me. I had to kill a game, what a tragedy. We used to serve fiends for the salary. If the father of mine could turn water to wine, then I could really turn dreams to reality. Whoa. I had to do it.
So turning dreams to reality. First, I want to make sure I give a shout out to my daughter Aaliyah, my son DJ, and my daughter Aaliyah wanted me to show her bracelet. So I want to show the bracelet she made me today. You know what I mean? It's matching with my behind backstage shirt. So shout out to you, Aaliyah, and you know all the crafts and everything you're making. And also, she said, you know, you want to buy them. She said she's selling them too. You know, so holla. You know, hit us at Behind Backstage on IG or at DJ Newkirk 1. Holla, we out of here, man. This is Behind Backstage. We shouting out, we closing out. God bless. Peace.
And what I gotta call it?
This is the bracelet, y'all. I told her I was gonna show it to y'all. This is the bracelet. Shout out to my princess Aaliyah and little DJ, man. Peace.
To stand up tall and proud. I want you to speak up clear and loud. Brown baby.
No. Listen, man. No, I'm gonna tell them how it is. Man, you can't. Man, gotta know this coronavirus shit is real.
Nah, it ain't real.
Man, you know them 5G.
Man, I don't believe none of that shit.
You think I'm lying to you right now?
Nah, you ain't lying, but they is.
No. I'm gonna talk about this shit. We're not rapping about no girls on this song. No. Yo, man. Corona. Here, check me out. Listen, man. I move forward, ain't no time to reflect. You gotta pay to talk to me. It's like I'm calling collect. I'm from the ghetto where you really gotta ride for a check. Cause likely by the age of 9, you be already in debt. But listen, I was really in the field with the forest green. You house niggas in the crib like it's quarantine. Feel the pain when you look in my eyes. Instead of trying to free my mind, I'm trying to free all the guys. Can't respect the record labels, they be signing gimmicks. I'm right there, but they don't see me like the line of scrimmage. I used to hustle on the corner with no time to listen, cause auntie had a bad bladder with no pot to pissin'. I got your lady on my ship smoking with the pirates. She say my weed make her cough like the coronavirus. I gotta thinking what's a player to do. Fuck the ops, but the police out here killing us too. Gotta watch what we be eating, that be killing us too. Gotta watch what we be drinking, that be killing us too. Shit, self-employed, ain't no way that you can fire us. I think they trying to kill us with the 5G wireless. Purified, it's that new world water. Fuck the mark of the beast and that new world order. Ain't no TV, little homie had to channel the force. I made it through all of the pain, no survivor's remorse.
Okay. I see where you going. I see what you talking about.
Are you sure I can't talk about no brown babies?
Man, you know I got brown babies.
Okay, you talking out your ass, no, you talking that shit. If I see the shot open, I'ma shoot it, don't miss. Don't make me come put out your fire, nigga thinking you lit. I hit you with a leg drop, remember 99 Blitz? I'm the same young nigga that's from back in the day. At a young age, I wasn't with the minimum wage. With no coach on the field, I had to run a few plays. So you know I had that money coming multiple ways. No, they throwing the shade, cause like the sun I shine. You see the blue and white, they hate the black and brown. If I step in the paint, you ain't bagging me down. I got a stick, I let it swing, cause I'm black and I'm proud. I ain't surfing the crowd, but know I'm catching a wave. And I'm packing for the trip, ready to catch me a case. When life gave me lemons, I ain't make lemonade. I got a packet with the lemons, put it in the Kool-Aid. Now I'm busting through the walls like the Kool-Aid man. I'm in the mirror telling buddy love, yes I can. Bubble gum on my thoughts, I'ma stick to the plan. My mama don't got a brother, I don't know Uncle Sam. I'm either giving a damn or not giving a fuck. You wanna take my life, I'm not giving it up. I done earned my stripes, I done been through enough. You gotta do more than ride if you get on this bus. Sorry girl, I'm not a criminal, so you can't cuff. You other niggas might be snapping, yeah, but you ain't us. You walk around with a gun and now you think you tough. You ain't a ghost, don't you ever think you can't be tough. These niggas doing too much, that's why I keep my fire. See, I can shoot in the air and put a hole in the sky. You see, I came from the future, but I went back in the time. So when you say my name, make sure you say the McFly.
You already know what time it is, baby. It's your boy Trey Live, and we gon' take it back. Come on, we live. Come on, to make you wanna do a two-step, baby. Vibe. You know, I already know house of currency in the bill. Vibe. Hey, yeah. Baby, you send me out. Yeah. Baby, you send me out. Hey. Yeah, you send me out of space when I see your face. I keep a smile on me when you walk away. Sometimes I wanna call, but I ain't got nothing to say. I'm knowing you the one, I'm calling you my babe. You send me to a height that I've never been. You make it all better in this life of sin. No matter what they think of me, babe, you a 10. I don't give a damn where we at, we can get it in. Yeah, sexy little son, a real woman. They try to hold her back, but she's still coming. No matter what they say, hey, she's still smiling. No matter what your age, babe, still got it. Trips to the tropics, cause you make your own profit. Picture perfect, baby, you ain't never gotta crop it. Out of this world, something like a comet. I be standing there waiting for you to drop it. Baby, you send me high, I don't wanna come down. Baby, you doing it right, I'ma need you around. Yeah, some say it's passion, but I'ma call it magic. You think I'm about to kill it, how I play, I get the stabbing. Lights, camera, action, see you my other fraction. I promise you the energy is matching. Baby, you send me baby, you send me out. Said I drift on the river, baby, you send me baby, you send me said I drift on the river, so
to stand up tall and proud. I want you to speak up clear and loud. Brown baby.
No. Listen, man. No, I'm gonna tell them how it is.
Man,
no, man, they gotta know this coronavirus shit is real.
Nah, it ain't real.
Man, you know them 5G.
Man, I don't believe none of that shit.
You think I'm lying to you right now?
Nah, you ain't lying, but they is.
No. I'm finna talk about this shit. What? We're not rapping about no girls on this song. No. Yo, man. Corona. Here, check me out. Listen, man. I move forward, ain't no time to reflect. You gotta pay to talk to me. It's like I'm calling collect. I'm from the ghetto where you really gotta ride for a check. Cause likely by the age of 9, you be already in debt. But listen, I was really in the field with the forest green. You house niggas in the crib like it's quarantine. Feel the pain when you look in my eyes. Instead of trying to free my mind, I'm trying to free all the guys. Can't respect the record labels, they be signing gimmicks. I'm right there, but they don't see me like the line of scrimmage. I used to hustle on the corner with no time to listen. Cause auntie had a bad bladder with no pot to pissin'. I got your lady on my ship smoking with the pirates. She say my weed make her cough like the coronavirus. I gotta thinking what's a player to do. Fuck the ops, but the police out here killing us too. Gotta watch what we be eating, that be killing us too. Gotta watch what we be drinking, that be killing us too. Shit, self-employed, ain't no way that you can fire us. I think they trying to kill us with the 5G wireless. Purified, it's that new world water. Fuck the mark of the beast and that new world order. Ain't no TV, little homie had to channel the force. I made it through all of the pain, no survivor's remorse.
Okay.
See what I'm talking about?
I see where you going. I see what you're talking about.
Are you sure I can't talk about no brown babies?
Man, you know I got the brown babies. Okay, you talking out your ass, no, you talking that shit. If I see the shot open, I'ma shoot it, don't miss. Don't make me come put out your fire, nigga thinking you lit. I hit you with a leg drop, remember 99 Blitz? I'm the same young nigga that's from back in the day. At a young age, I wasn't with the minimum wage. With no coach on the field, I had to run a few plays. So you know I had that money coming multiple ways. Know they throwing the shade, cause like the sun I shine. You see the blue and white, they hate the black and brown. If I step in the paint, you ain't bagging me down. I got a stick, I let it swing, cause I'm black and I'm proud. I ain't surfing the crowd, but know I'm catching a wave. And I'm packing for the trip, ready to catch me a case. When life gave me lemons, I ain't make lemonade. I got a packet with the lemons, put it in the Kool-Aid. Now I'm busting through the walls like the Kool-Aid man. I'm in the mirror telling buddy love, yes I can. Bubble gum on my thoughts, I'ma stick to the plan. My mama don't got a brother, I don't know Uncle Sam. I'm either giving a damn or not giving a fuck. You wanna take my life, I'm not giving it up. I done earned my stripes, I done been through enough. You gotta do more than ride if you get on this bus. Sorry girl, I'm not a criminal, so you can't cuff. You other niggas might be snapping, yeah, but you ain't us. You walk around with a gun and now you think you tough. You ain't a ghost, don't you ever think you can't be touched. These niggas doing too much, that's why I keep my fire. See, I can shoot it in the air and put a hole in the sky. You see, I came from the future, but I went back in the time. So when you say my name, make sure you say the McFly.